Yeah, baby.
Little delayed, but satisfactory. Welcome back, everyone, to another wonderful episode here on the Natural One Productions channel and Twitch. Those of you watching on YouTube, go ahead and take a look at our Twitch. We are streaming on Sundays around 5 to 6-ish Mountain PM Standard Time. So feel free to check us out if you want to be able to watch episodes a couple days early. Or a couple weeks early before they come out. We're a little bit ahead on the streams, so you get a little bit of a sneak peek. For those of you who watch us regularly, you might have noticed some audio changes. We have a new audio system and setup where everyone has personal mics. And so if there's anything weird sounding today, please let us know and we'll try and get it adjusted. You'll just have to let us know what's going on with that and whether you like that. And you like these new audio changes. So let us know what you think. And without further ado, we'll jump into our next episode of Mistrid, Tides of Darkness. Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to be continuing from where we left off last time, which is right after the party fought off a group of HK or hunter-killer assassin robots that came after them and burned down their cart. They then spent the rest of the day repairing their cart very slowly with the mending spell. But they got it all put back together and just finished a long rest and finished leveling up so that they are now level 8. And we're going to go ahead and continue from there. They're about 1 day out from Southgate. Which reminds me, let me get our music on.
Oh my gosh.
I got a lot of help.
Yeah, how much health do you guys have? Really quick. Just a little recap.
Enough. Hold up.
Now,
What's your max health?
I'm at 62 now.
That's your max.
Now. Base max.
Hold on. 65.
Wow.
I'm 52.
81.
Wow.
I have a 20 in my constitution and a 20 in my
This
intelligence.
guy
I'm
could
just
take a
gonna
couple.
take your body and just hit you first.
All right.
He's even higher than you. You're the paladin here.
I got good armor. It's doing me
No,
alright
we're
so
the
far.
paladins here.
All right. So we ended off with you guys having just fixed the cart and ending your long rest. What would you guys like to do?
Did the sun go down and come back up?
Yes.
I assume we took a rest.
Yes, you took a full long rest.
I'm not as pale and shriveled as she was before. She's still pretty pale and shriveled, but not as much.
As much as she would be.
Have you decided
Not
to
as
do
much as she
magic
would
in
be.
your sleep yet?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for the day that I.
Well,
What do you have to hit to do that again?
Just a natural 20 and
Oh,
I
natural
spell
20.
class, yeah, or sleep cast. Oh, sorry, what's somewhere? I'm confused.
well
where
we're still heading to Southgate.
We're still just on our way.
Yeah.
We're what, a mile away?
I say we
You
just
said?
A day away.
I say we just keep on trucking. We don't stop. for
At this
nothing.
point, just gotta go.
Deal.
We're gonna pull up. Did we already pull a
There's
cart?
a cliff! There's a cliff! Stop walking! Ah!
I'm like doing the whole hero thing.
And so ended Calvin.
Alright, I guess I'll leave you guys. Second time I've died in this campaign.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I feel like you should have died at least 3 or 4.
I feel like
It
that.
should have been.
Or arrest.
Technically I was at one point.
Yeah, and I talked him out of it, and I probably shouldn't
I
have.
don't know how we haven't gone
It was calculated.
Hey,
Yeah,
you've been good lately.
he has been good.
Until we get to the town.
Somehow he talked our way out of getting vaporized by an ancient dragon god thing.
You're all still welcome.
Somehow. Yeah.
I'm still at a loss.
Sorry.
You could stand up.
Thank you. All right. moving forward
nice, easy
through through this kind of slot canyon-y area that you guys are coming to, you've come up to the point where there is a fork in the canyon, and you can either take the fork that'll take you more westward, or you can take one that seems to curve a little bit more northward. The one that goes westward seems like it begins to widen out and almost open back up into an open mesa canyon, while the one that goes a little bit northward seems to continue being slot canyon.
1 second, we're getting some audio issues already.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, this receiver died. Wasn't charged.
Wait,
Great, Kaya.
was that? Oh, so
Or
3 of us can't be heard right now?
2. Us 3 can.
Us two, the quiet ones.
Can it not go and?
Technical difficulty.
It's charging right now.
So they just have to speak up.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Yeah, this is our first time with this new audio setup.
We're still figuring
working on it. But we'll get it.
Can it
Narrow
be
down
plugged
for
in
everyone.
and be on at the same time?
That's what I had.
Here, do you need this plug?
For those of you who are wondering, Aurora is unable to make it today. And so we did our little rip sign thing for when somebody's not here for that portrait. So Aurora is alive, just not currently here today.
Happens.
We are sounding a lot better through the thing.
Desi, could you just speak and see if Benny's mic will pick you up?
Can you hear me? Do I need to be louder?
I can hear you.
That doesn't help anybody if you
We can
hear
kind of hear you.
All right, let us know in chat, guys, if you can hear our people on the side here of Yoshiko, Marcella, and Johan.
Oh, I'm one of those people.
Yeah,
Yes, you
your
did.
2 mics are.
Okay.
It's ours.
Maxell says he hears everyone.
We gotta be able to use our theater voice.
Okay,
What theater voice?
Hey.
we'll
So-
continue from here then.
Find your
Thank
theater
you
voice.
for helping us
Oh,
with that there.
Answer.
So yeah, we can hear everyone.
Okay, we're fine.
Just you two are just like a little bit more muted than everyone else, but we can hear. So we're fine.
Okay.
Sounds
Yeah, it's not too far off from the normal.
Maxell says, yes, Marcella, speak from the diaphragm.
No, plug this into your thing. I plugged it into this USB and that's not plugged in, so it wasn't charging.
There we go.
No, I was a dancer. I don't have that.
Okay.
I don't have
Well, you're gonna have to try.
I don't have one of
How
those.
to do that?
I'm a girl. I don't have one.
What's the quote from the
Monster House.
that's the uvula, so it's a
Girl house.
All right.
Everyone has
Okay,
one.
we're back.
And we're back. I'll just triple
That
check.
should.
All right. We are back up and running, guys.
That's cool.
How's their audio now? Because
We still have the fork in the road.
that means the audio test didn't actually test your 2 mics.
Before we go too far, I apologize. Noah, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
With the
Sure,
new
we can.
not combat, the new mechanics with exhaustion, how do those work?
So the new mechanics for exhaustion are that for every level of exhaustion, you get -2 in all of your D20 rolls, as well as you get -5 movement speed, and then when you hit 6 levels of exhaustion, you die. So at 5th, it would be -10 to all D20 rolls and -20 movement speed.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer than the previous one, though.
That's fair. I'm gonna say until Yoshiko gets her next vat of holy water tea, I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, because you're a holy water tea addict,
Like,
and she's got withdrawals.
Do be that way.
if people ask questions, I'll explain more. But Yoshiko looks sad, very shriveled.
She needs a nap.
I need holy water. I don't know why I keep putting that away. All right, just so you're aware, that is there now.
I mean, Johan, do you have ceremony prepared?
That's a ceremony.
I
It's a
could.
spell.
Potentially. I don't. No.
Well, I guess we can't.
But
make
I
holy
could
water.
make holy water.
Yeah, I see ceremony.
Unfortunate.
Unless I'm misremembering something.
I think I can just do it. I just need some gold.
I thought you had to use
Oh, I
the
got some
savings
gold
one.
right here. I pull out the one
Alright.
coin.
So
Ah.
you guys, yeah. So you guys are at this crossroad.
Oh yeah.
You can either head more northward,
Oh,
which continues more slot canyon, like where it's narrow, or you can head westward, which opens up a little bit more like a canyon in a mesa would.
I feel like Slot Canyon would be easier for us to control the fight if we do get in another fight. Having people at such close quarters made it a lot easier to hit them with AoE spells.
Yes, but then if
That we're at risk.
but then everyone's at a disadvantage at that point.
Can the cart fit through the slot canyon?
And then
Yes,
there-
it's the
Do
same.
both of them lead to
Um,
Southgate too, though?
that's
It's
the
the
question.
same length of time, but yeah.
All roads lead to Southgate.
Oh,
So sorry. So one of them's a
like canyon.
one of them's a canyon. One of them's an open area.
Yes.
That's one thing I would say.
Yeah.
We go
One of them is faster. One of them will add a day to your travel.
Oh,
Which is which?
you don't know.
Now we can decide this with a coin of fate if we want. And I do like. I
Now,
can't
well,
do
the
it.
way that it's going to work is that whichever one you choose, I am going to quickly draw a card, and it's going to determine, depending on if it's a black suit or a red suit, which path is going to be the one that's faster and which one is not.
Oh.
Okay.
So
even you know.
I know which one is faster now.
all right. So which side do we pick? Do we care? Or do I flip a coin?
Let's just go ahead.
Just flip the coin at this point.
Call it in there.
Heads for the right.
Okay, so right.
Yeah.
We go right, and I start walking down the left path.
Are you not in the cart?
Do you know your right from your
You
left?
know? Is he ever in the cart?
No, I'm never in the car. I'm just always there.
Oh. Calvin, do you know your right from your left?
I can't hear you complaining.
That's
Alright, so that left path would be the side that goes westward and is more into an open mesa.
You can feel free
fine
to
with
stop
that.
me.
No.
It doesn't matter, so we're just going whichever way you're going. Oh,
Well, I mean, you
fearless
flipped
leader.
the coin.
He did, but
He
then he
doesn't-
chose the opposite side. What the coin
That's
said.
because he's an idiot.
I'm like, it's like half a football field down at this point.
We should just let him keep walking and see if there's any traps.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
It's-
slowly follow it.
Yeah.
Just stay at that.
It's one of those like Ewok, like the Ewok moment from the Star Wars where the big branch comes swinging.
Just die.
The robots on the hill that set it off just, just like high fiving. Alright.
We're just like.
So we go down left side. Is that what
Yeah.
we're-
You guys begin heading
I
down
guess
this
we are.
You guys begin heading down this path, and as it widens out, you begin to see signs of travel, as well as you begin seeing the first signs, or rather, Cairo begins pointing out the first signs of dwarven civilization that they leave, which starts with different specially carved rocks, special rock cairns that start to give you details about how far away you are from the dwarven city and what you can expect on the way.
These
So-
are called mile markers. I know they're not used
So
everywhere.
you see this first cairn, which, based on the symbol on it, tells you that you guys have about an hour or two travel left at your current pace, as you're only a couple miles away. And then the next mile marker is effectively the equivalent of a "Welcome to Southgate" sign for like a city's borders.
See, guys, the coin of fate never brings us down the wrong paths.
You went down the wrong one.
No, I mean,
You're right.
Well, he said the coin doesn't take us down the wrong path.
Yeah.
But we followed you, not the coin.
Oh,
I was following the coin.
No, you didn't.
Onward.
Now, before we get to Southgate, I gotta warn, I haven't been there in almost 100 years. But I mean, they're dwarves, they're stubborn, they're stuck in their ways. Not much is gonna change.
Yeah.
As you
I'm
guys
honestly kind of excited for the
continue moving
alcohol.
forward, you begin to see a little bit of smoke in the distance.
Is
not great.
That can either mean really good things or really bad things. Do we check it
Does
out?
the smoke
Where's that one
smell good?
The smoke is rising from the direction you guys are currently heading towards Southgate.
I'm
Like,
guessing the good thing
like, do I smell brisket? Or is it...
Do I smell brisket?
Very
It seems like it's.
You know,
Well,
you know-
Cairo would know this.
Barbecue
This
smoke.
this is smoke
factory
coming from the
smoke?
dwarven forges.
then. So it's a good thing.
This is
Would-
usual.
Would you tell us that? What's your character? Yeah?
Ithaca.
Yeah.
We're still in Ithaca. All right. We
It's
got
not
somebody helpful for now.
Troll you guys.
So
Yeah.
you're saying that's from the metal, metal
Yeah.
foundries?
That's from all the
Because
foundries,
of
yes.
because of how the metal foundries are set up and how Southgate's set up being in the side of a mountain, it makes it look like the mountain is like a volcano that's like off-putting smoke with the amount of smoke that's coming out of it.
The dwarves, they take pride in their work. They've got these massive forges, and they just output all these chimneys right up the side of the mountain.
Impressive, what do you say?
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
So, how we keep going? I go up and take like the equivalent of like a camera and go up to like the welcome to Southgate sign. All right, let's go.
I actually make a small little camera for you.
Yeah, it's, look, I'm holding up the sign.
It's like one of those like really cheap like ones that you have to like wind the tape or
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
film and
Glory.
it's like that dollar
I
store
use
one that you
magical
give to like your
tinkering to
kids.
make
Like-
a small little handheld item that projects the image of.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is going up on the wall.
The first selfie.
All right, thank you, both.
All right. You guys did manage to choose the correct path that would make it faster, as you can have already been able to tell. After about an hour and a half, you guys, or after another 2.5 hours, I should say, you've gotten to the point where on the horizon you can see the walls of Southgate. Southgate is as follows.
Been a long time ago, mates. Pull it on.
We need to get you a prop piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like a
I
prop
don't know, I
map.
think it's pretty fun to steal his papers.
It's just like a prop map.
Give me a moment. Okay.
Thank you.
So the Dwarven Citadel of Southgate is a stronghold that is the pinnacle of advancement. The large city lies between two mountains that allow only 3 directions of travel, as well as only 3 ways to attack them from. The thick granite walls are reinforced with iron spikes and covered in obsidian trim. The city is carved entirely from stone and trimmed in obsidian. The city's heavy gates that are opened by massive constructs double as great guardian statues on the front, depicting 2 great dwarven kings. The city has this like overpass of stone over the top of it as well, so it's like mountains going down, and then there's like a third peak that was in the middle that they've carved a whole tunnel through and put the city inside of. You can see what looks like a large mechanical snake moving through the city on these weird like rail system, like these like bars of metal with wood between it. It's something you guys have never seen before.
I see. I'm like, well, clearly they've changed a lot.
You're like all of it.
Ah, well, yes, it's
This
been a
will be
while.
new to all of us, I guess.
Hey, it's been a while for you.
Yeah. Impressive.
Well, it's my first time here, so this is all new to me. It was good.
I don't like how big they are.
The
Why
mountains.
do they have eyes?
Oh.
The giant contracts.
Are those real?
No, they're just statues.
Say as they moved open.
He's like, yeah, we're just statues.
Wait, are they big statues of the kings? I don't think I caught that then.
Yeah, they are massive constructs that open the gates.
Like they're
I totally
real,
missed that.
Yeah, so as you guys move forward towards it, you notice that these giant like statues, both of them like fall forward and like collapse forward, almost as though something shut them down.
Well, that's not good.
That's just
And-
a little bit of my total power.
And
guys.
as
I
you've
do
gotten
that.
closer and you keep moving forward, you begin to see glinting on the walls, almost like you would expect like armored soldiers' armor to glint off the walls.
How close are
Everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
we? How close are we at this point?
You guys are like a mile-ish out. A mile or two out.
I did not perceive well.
What'd you get?
I got a nat 20.
Ooh.
13.
Is perception wisdom?
Yes.
21.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Masala?
8.
Okay. So, Benny, you would be, or Johan would be the first one to notice this. Looking at the walls, you realize that these figures are too tall to be dwarves. These are constructs on the walls. And you realize you've encountered these before. These are HK models on the walls. Everywhere on the walls. From what you can see on this side that is lining it, there are probably 60 or 70 of these HK models on the walls. And you realize that there is fire smoke mingled in the city. It looks like the city has been attacked recently. And judging by the constructs on the walls, it looks like the organization that created them seems to have overthrown the city recently.
That's not great.
Well, this place looks lovely, guys.
So our plans might be completely changing.
Yep.
Again? Oh no!
Guns blazing or stealth?
I do the cartoon stop.
Do you want to go guns blazing against
No.
possibly hundreds
but
of those
it's just
things?
always an option.
It's a bad option right now.
Yeah.
Guns blazing?
No.
In sync. So in sync.
I never get what I want. Put my gun
Do you
back.
want to die?
Again.
Do you want to explode?
I take offense to the comment that you never get what you want. I have bought you so much bullcrap.
Yeah. You have gotten a lot out of
Anyway,
this.
anyway,
You're right.
but
The other thing you realize, looking at the walls is that it appears that they're still in the process of taking stuff over. As you can see that they are actively transporting dwarves as like prisoners across the wall, and you can see that they are confiscating weapons from them. So
This
it looks
might-
like the people who are on the walls up there have surrendered.
I took cart, going stealthily, then go guns blazing.
That's fine.
well, let's figure out the situation
Most
first.
of you guys are not
'Cause-
very good at stealth.
You guys good or
He's not.
Arrow hits the ground next to him. Okay, thanks for the answer.
Is there like another
If-
way into the city?
Because if the city, is there another way in the city?
I'm looking at you.
Make a history check.
I mean,
Like a way
I
that
didn't build the walls
Is there a
here.
secret passage?
History?
Yeah, history.
23.
Well, you would remember, being that you were friends with Folkvar's grandfather,
Yeah.
that there is another path through that you can actually access this through the mines,
that might be what we have to do.
and that there is a ventilation offshoot that comes up not too far from here that you could find a way to slide down, get into the mines, and then climb up into the city.
The problem. We need to
Would
we need
we
to
all-
make sure that the
would-
king is
Yeah.
safe. Because go on.
It's a ventilation shaft. Will we be able to actually fit in it?
You will.
Well, we know one of us
The
will.
cart won't. Daisy most likely won't.
Doesn't Daisy have like a smaller mode or something?
No, not really.
We should make it so she can turn
In
into a
long
briefcase.
rest, I can modify her.
We
But-
may have to.
Maybe we take a little risk.
I don't like doing that with Daisy.
Fine.
Are we gonna have to split up the party?
No. We can just sneak in, observe the situation, and try to figure out whether or not. We're obviously taking prisoners.
I mean, we could send them a cell as a scout. That's worked out well in the past.
It's gonna like end up with her dead. Is my guess.
Do you not trust Marcella?
I don't trust our luck.
I trust her.
I trust her luck.
What then?
My luck.
The rest of our luck, no, but hers.
Do you want my lucky coin? And I pull out my coin.
My question
think
is,
it's
what
only
is she
for
going
you.
to find in the shaft? Because she has to go through the shaft, through the mines, into the city, and she's not going to know where she's going.
Yeah.
That's
You
true. I'm
know
saying
where
send
you're
her
going.
to scout the city before we go through the shaft.
Where is she going to go in besides the shaft?
I mean, technically, she could just walk in the
She
front
can just
door. We've seen her
fly through.
disappear
Literally, I
in
could
thin
probably
air.
just
I
walk
can
through.
cast invisibility on
That
her as
is
well.
fair.
We could just send her in for a minute and just see what she sees.
Because I guess what are we wanting to do here?
Get the king out?
I pull out
At
my
the
map
very
again.
least. The Lord, whatever the heck his name is.
This might be something we'll have to.
Silverwing.
What?
Gonna be royals. Well, it's a clan. Not quite royals, but very up there.
Wait, you know what Silverwing is?
Silverwing is one of the dwarf clans, yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, that makes
We
sense.
talked about this before.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the dwarf clan that owns the Moon Silver mines.
Yeah.
No, too so.
Very high up there, not quite royalty.
But they're
Alright.
probably some of the
So
wealthiest.
if we help
people in the
them,
realm.
we might get a reward.
But we don't know if them
One
is
thing at a-
there still.
Or alive.
Okay, I agree with you on though. We need to set our goal.
What are we?
Is it take out all the HK droids? That's a bit ambitious.
That might be down the road thing. We'll need an
Meet
army
up,
for
yeah.
that, maybe.
Meet up with the royal,
If we
the
can,
kingdom, and possibly the guards.
if we can somehow
Try to free the prisoners and start another revolt.
like take back the city
Take back.
I guess it would be more to figure out what's happening in the city
and go from
I
and
there.
why
think
they
send you out to scout
why
first.
they are doing that.
So, like, numbers, figure out where Folkvar is.
yeah,
Just so it's said, we've parked the cart a bit away.
yeah.
So we're out of
We're
view.
out of here.
We're standing at the gate. We're like, how the fetch
The robots. Are they actively planning right now?
What are those 6
No, no, this doesn't concern you.
They keep ignoring me when I ask them what they're doing here.
Because that's the other thing is we don't know
It's
where
very
the Lord
impolite.
we're needing to speak with is, or if he's a prisoner right now.
I mean, he's definitely, well,
We don't know where
It's
Lord
possible.
Fulfar
So I could just go.
typically
scout out
people
and
don't
figure out
surrender
what's
unless
we're
their
gonna be
leader
here
is
for a
either
while.
dead or captured.
happening. You think?
Yeah. We may not
Yes
get,
and no.
we may not get to delay that election for a little while.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean, if
ultimate
one
goals,
of them's
right.
dead, all
Very
we have to do is get another 2 of them to stop the vote. Or we could kill another noble.
Well, technically, yeah.
One
Goal
thing
was
at a
just-
time.
my
Let's-
goal was
we-
just
we
to
don't know
stop
if he's
the vote.
dead.
Okay, so Yoshiko's okay with assassination.
I'm okay with
I'm
assassination.
okay with assassination.
I'm okay with
Matter
assassination
culture's weird.
of Thaddeus Darrow because he's a bitch. Thank you.
I like where I like where her head's at.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody else, I don't
Am
know
I
them
still
personally enough to want to
sneaking
kill
in,
them.
scouting?
Yeah,
is that what
I
the
think
plan
so,
is?
yes.
I think for now we need you
Yeah,
to try to.
send her in for like 10 minutes max.
Biggest thing, find Fulfar. Right. Fulfar.
I don't have sending stones, so this is all on you.
Oh, freaking
Just.
A. Wait.
Do you want someone to go with
Oh,
you?
oh,
You have a message, but it has a range.
Do you want this? I give you the camera that he made 5 minutes ago. I don't know what you can do with this, but here you go.
That was
like a
just the
crappy
image
film
that
camera.
displayed
Oh, it just displays a single image.
Fetching espionage.
I take it back. Sorry, wait, it doesn't work how I thought it did.
It wouldn't mean much. It's got a range of 120
It's just a
feet.
rock that's like got a
and-
painting of you
Yeah,
as a selfie.
it just shows what
basically
it,
that's what it is.
Yeah, it just shows whatever you're pointing it at. It's like a mirror rock. So should make a
So-
camera though. That's cool.
Am I going in to like invest what is happening or find someone? 'Cause
Kind of both.
Yes. You would be going in to just see what's happening and making sure that everyone in there is okay and on our side, and then you're also looking for
Let's make a list.
Thaddeus. whatever.
Investigate what's happening. If there's still fighting happening,
I'm like repeating everything he's saying like, right after he says
Do
it.
you want
going
numbers
you.
and location? The people we are looking for is Folkvar.
yes. If you can find Lord Folkvar,
It's kind of priority number one.
let's hope I can actually do all that.
We believe in you.
Just
we
get
do.
generals. You don't need details.
Yeah.
We believe in you.
Alright, I'm gonna go sleep.
Wait,
I think those are the
I can
biggest
help with
ones.
this. I can cast
Alright,
things.
yes, wait.
Those are the biggest ones, mate.
I can
Oh,
help with
and
things.
by the way, just to give you guys scale of how big these gate constructs were, they're about 200 feet tall.
That's big for a fort.
So if we could get those back
family.
online, we won't have to do much besides send them into the city, right?
Well, no, those things are on there. Those are HKs.
Yeah,
No,
those are
I'm
on the
saying
wrong
we get
side.
the big guys that were holding the door.
Yeah, those are HKs.
No.
The
No.
big
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 dwarf
ones.
statues holding the freaking doors.
Oh, I thought those weren't dwarf
No.
statues. Oh,
They are.
It's not
They-
safeguard, it's
It's the
entropy.
No,
like
this-
walls were
The
the
HK models got on the walls. They're the M6 models, which are the ones that have the arm blades and the shields that you guys
Yeah.
encountered the first time.
Noted. Sorry.
So they're easy.
Everybody roll 2d20s and set them aside for later.
Yes, ma'am.
But there's about 70 of them on the walls that you can see right now.
Oh.
A 20 and a 7.
An
That's pointless.
A 17 and a 3.
5 to 12. Wonderful.
18 and an 8.
I got a 6 and a 7.
1 and a 1.
That's not even any good for anything.
You never know.
Not yet.
Oh, with your stealth score?
Great.
With your stealth score or anything, any kind of dex score you got,
Yeah, the hunter models. Okay.
or
Okay, we
if
got
you
2,
gotta
3, and
pick
3.
something off of someone,
How many one level
Give it a
spell
chance.
slots do I have
you
right
get at
now?
least a 16% chance. A
4 to
16
4.
for that.
I might have to pick out
How
a
big were the
different die because these are not rolling.
200 feet tall.
Dude, me all the time.
Not
The statues
the
for
game
the gates
cannot
are
have
200
that
feet
I have a
tall.
single dice that I roll.
Do you want the lucky dice?
really
Depending
Powered.
on the
It seems that they've been powered off.
That
Yeah.
one rolled higher than my other ones,
If I were to
so
power
we
them
might.
on,
Gonna win.
would they listen to me?
Yep. No.
to protect the
I'm
city?
just might.
You don't know. You've never encountered them, so you don't know what their programming level is.
Where's the gold one? Maybe the gold one will be nice to me today.
Will would have given us a little good luck.
All my other d20s, I only use one d20. All my other ones are aside from the one, but I don't. I'm not allowed to use
Usually
the one.
this one is my lucky one usually, but it's not rolling very nice.
Alright, real quick, guys. Everyone, quiet down.
Yes, they're fine.
What?
Would I know generally how long it would take to reprogram them?
You wouldn't know without getting up close to look at them and seeing what they're made of.
Okay, so I'm thinking I have a soul mind that can power
We
them.
just did that thing with Donkey where we throw them over the walls.
That would power them.
Oh, absolutely, it
Control
would.
them.
Shrek.
Oh,
Don't get.
what donkey?
Donkey, what are they saying? Hold on. The priest got. Oh, they already said it. We watched Shrek like 3 months ago. For some reason, it's coming back to me now.
Gosh, I love Shrek.
Alright.
I bring the chimichangas.
Okay, this one is
And in the morning,
kind of being
I make
nice
waffles.
to me.
Okay, so what is your plan?
So, I'm sneaking in
Yes.
to get information on how many
What's
bad
the
guys there
situation?
are.
Are
Of the
there?
situation.
Are they still fighting, or is the fighting done?
And if I can find Lord Farquaad.
Folkfar.
Zach, what the paladin said.
Folklore.
Folkfar.
We love it. We love it.
Never remember the name, guys.
Alright. Do you want to take? Well, I guess if you're. Well.
I mean, you could just say wolf, but that might get confusing with Johan.
Yeah.
All right, so you're
The Lord we're searching for. Lord F.
Yeah.
I have a greater potion of healing. Would you like to take it with you?
I also have a greater healing. So
Have at it. So yes, you get him a seller.
and I also have advantage of stealth too.
I
So
start
stealth
pushing
is not the issue.
Yeah, no, stealth is definitely not the issue.
I have a musket.
Oh yeah, you took it from the group that killed.
9.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I got my pistol that I have yet to shoot someone with.
To be
Okay.
fair.
Oh, by the way, that pistol that you threw through the robot last time totally destroyed. You catapulted it into a robot.
And then it blew up inside
Yeah.
that fair.
Yoshkosh is going to take the musket and the 12 shots and hand it over.
Got advantage.
There you go. Have fun
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
You're giving it.
I'm going to use it.
Okay.
How many
I know how to use your weird fancy contraptions.
How many swear words do we get per episode? I think we've been limiting it to one, but I want to make a quote. I can't make it.
Sorry, I didn't realize we had a limit. Oh, so obscene.
Nah, we just tried to be a bit more.
You just try to tone it down.
Try to keep it PG.
That's fine. I won't
Try
make
to
it
keep
too.
it Alright.
Yes, sir.
It's 22 to sneak in.
All right. And are you guys casting any spells on her, like invisibility or anything?
I'm thinking.
Or is she just doing plain stealth?
She might be fine.
I could disguise myself, but I doubt anyone is here is looking for me.
Okay. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I could cast invisibility on you if you want, but
I think my stealth score is fine as long as I
especially
don't
with
get
the
a.
advantage already. I already have advantage and disadvantage to see you, so.
Yeah, so we should be fine.
So stealth is not.
Okay.
That's not the problem.
All right. What did you get for your stealth score again?
22.
22. All right. So, Marcella, you fly up into the sky and you use the smoke over the city as kind of your shadow to hide yourself in as you fly over and actually come down one of the smoke vents, keeping yourself hidden in the smoke until you're able to get up kind of by this cave ceiling that's over the roof, or that serves as a roof for the city. Taking a look down and around, make a quick perception check for me. See what you see.
19.
So it does look like there are pockets of resistance still trying to hold out and fight. It doesn't look like it's a lot, but it looks like there are some segments of the city that have like shut themselves off through different like gated sections that you can see different HK models attempting to like break down gates to try and get into. You can see that it does look like they are collecting soldiers or anyone who could fight back in the areas that they have taken over, but you'd say about 85% of the city is probably under the HK's control at this time. It does look like the main keep or the main citadel from the city, from where you can see, is currently still held by the dwarves, and they are holding out there, but it does look like the hunter-killer program has pushed them up to the just being in the final keep, and is currently guarding everything around the keep so that they can't escape out of it. You can see several kinds of HK models that you guys have encountered previously, such as the ones that you recently ran into on the road, the HT1 models, that are the ones that could shoot fire. You see K9 models, which are the first robot dogs that you guys ran into, as well as a more heavily up-armored version of those. You can see several of the A42 assassin models as well patrolling around. And you can also see squads of the M6 soldiers being led by M6 heavy or huntsman models, which are the kind of like squad commanders that you guys have also encountered in the past.
Was the one that the H6s are the ones that blew up when we killed them the first time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
M6H.
the M6Hs explode.
That's fun.
You can also see a very heavy built, very large model of HK. You can see just a small handful of them patrolling around the city that look like the large HK models that you guys encountered in the mansion forest, or the mansion's maze. It looks like there are at least 3 of those that you can see.
That's fun.
And there's something very concerning that you see in the town center.
Oh, no.
It looks like they are... Actually, I want you to make another perception check for me on this to see if you would realize what it is that they're doing.
Just to double check, entropy is before we roll.
You can do it before you roll, yes. For entropy, you have to choose to use it before.
12.
Got it.
A 12. You can see that there is a giant, what looks like robotic shape being constructed in the center of the city. It looks like they're pulling apart other constructs and building it out of it. And they seem to be harvesting these like copper boxes that are like this big from the different constructs and bringing them over to it. The shape is, or the current size of it is about, it would be about the huge size category, so it's about as long as I would say it's like about 45 feet long from from the tip of the head to this like mechanical tail that's on it. It looks like they're building a robotic dragon.
It's what smash
It'd
cut.
be a small robotic dragon, but they are building a robotic dragon.
But it's a
About the
robot.
size of like a young dragon, right?
Yeah, it's a huge size category.
Smash cut back to us while Marcella's saying that. Look, I bet we're looking at this wrong. I think it's all fun and dandy in there. There's nothing to worry about. Then cuts back to her. She's just like.
You also notice that there are a couple of individuals who are walking around among the robots, seemingly like the robots don't care that they're there. They are in these dark crimson red robes that cover their face, and you can see that they're like walking around with these like almost like sensors moving back and forth as they're like seemingly commanding robots, or there's a couple of them working on the dragon while waving these like sensors
Like
around with smoke coming out of them.
Oh, like incense.
Like,
Yeah, incense
I
sensors.
command you.
Kind of like that, yes.
You know.
Oh, they go there. I was gonna say
Okay,
I don't
tech
understand what's
priests.
going on here.
Well, I don't know this yet.
Yeah, obviously.
They have very, very dark red robes. It's like you can just tell that they're red.
So my outfit is, well, I'll ask this later. Continue. Sorry. Continue.
Are you worrying about your fashion at a time like this?
No.
It's gotta be up to date,
I
man.
have ideas, but it's fine.
Okay. No, I
Can
trust
I find this lord anywhere?
What that is.
I'm not saying
I
his
don't
name.
you. Folkfire?
From Tony.
Because that's the other
you
one
would
I'm trying to
probably
look for.
assume that he's probably being held in the keep, or is probably in the keep. It does look like they're trying to bash the door down to the keep, so you assume that
He's probably in
they're
there.
probably barricaded in right now.
Alright, I'm gonna head back and recite everything I just
And
saw.
this city for scale is about 2/3 of the size of Southgate.
Oh gosh.
So it's a really big city.
2/3 the size of
Of Dawn's Rest.
It is.
Southgate is 2/3 the size of,
It's a big city.
at least on the surface. It's actually bigger underground.
It's more compact, but it's
Yeah.
It's huge.
Marcella, tell us the good news. What's it look like on the inside? I assume it's plain sailing from here on out.
And you're trying to build a robotic dragon in there.
I'm like, sorry. What?
What the heck?
this is something one of your 3D prints.
It was like a
It was
red
just sitting
plastic
right there,
thing.
so it just
I got it.
it went under.
Unfortunate.
Recite everything I found and like
I was
80%.
gonna say you might want to take off the bike when you.
Kato, can your dragon fight other dragons? Or is it just a ghost?
It's just a ghost. How complete was it?
About 60%.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, frick. That's not a good one. Oh, okay. 14.
Being that you're not super familiar with constructs and things like that,
I'm thinking the physical.
it looks like it was at least, it was mostly constructed. So you'd say probably like 90% of the way construction-wise. But it did look like they were loading a lot of different, like, copper cubes into it.
What the heck's a copper cube? What does a copper cube do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Copper cubes, they hold magical energy or electrical energy.
They're power cells.
Yeah.
So it's like a big old battery.
You know what a battery is?
What?
What's that? A battery?
Like a
Basically.
battery
Yeah, a
ram?
tree full of
Basically,
bats. A bat tree.
Yeah, it's a battery ram. It's
The Batmobile's broken. We need to replace the battery. What's a Terry?
Oh, Lord.
It's pretty funny.
And lots of people are locked up. They're trying to get into the keepsake right now. I'm assuming that's where our Mr. Lord is.
Yeah, the keep would be the royal quarters.
So we sneak to the keep and try to
That is
deal
where
with the
most
dragon.
of them are right now, trying to get in.
But if we don't deal with the dragon, we will have problems.
Or most of them. So, are you saying there's...
About 80% of the city is overtaken right now.
So,
So
We block the dragon.
Are they dispersed enough for us to sneak through, or...
Some of us.
is that
Like, is it where it's the
You
forces are
could
mostly there
you
and
could
at the
sneak
front gate?
around the city,
Okay.
as long as you're being careful.
so here's my thought. Is that dragon's going to be hard to deal with?
I can deal with the dragon.
I was going to say we deal with that first. As in gunpowder, or pull out all reliable. It's your job. And
I don't have any of it made. I bought all the resources. Getting to
okay.
Didn't really have a chance to do anything.
I can deal with the dragon. I just need to get close to it.
All right. So then we,
But I kind of want.
Just like runs up to it, unplug.
and then the
But
rest
I
of us.
kind of want them to finish making the physical parts of it, just not charge it.
So we can blow it up.
What?
no, so probably can
No,
use
I
it.
think I know his idea.
I can take it.
So he can take it.
So
Yeah.
He wants to steal it.
I wish to steal this mechanical horror.
I
No.
can help you with that.
All right. So they're on 18.
I don't want you to have a dragon. I can't deal with you when you have red, angry eyes if you have a dragon.
Fair. We're gonna have a safe word.
ah, he'll be fine.
How about there's a giant dragon.
But wouldn't having a nice giant robot dragon be very helpful?
We could name him
Yes.
Fluffles.
The dragon's not for me.
Oh,
If we can power it, I might be able to put Lua Prata and give her a body back.
Oh.
Calvin doesn't get it, but he's like, ah.
If you ever have red eyes, I'm just gonna bang on the box and be like, your son is acting up.
well, they're
help, mother, help.
a lot of the soldiers who are fighting. They're compiling together and imprisoning. So
So we bust
Because-
out one of those prisons and then let
As many of them as we can, but we would
that
have
would
to.
be the best thing because we can't fight that many.
So,
Ourselves.
A team, B team.
Probably.
Yeah.
Stealth team go after the dragon. B team to rescue prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I'm on
deal
Brute
with the
Squad.
keep later.
Lord.
Yeah.
I think I've never heard them
Takes
crack.
10 points of damage for breaking his hands as he does it.
Calvin goes in the corner.
They didn't pop, they cracked.
His hands
It
are
might have to be
swollen.
what happens because us together is going to be a bigger problem than if we split up too.
Yeah.
Because we can be noticed pretty quickly when we're all together.
All right.
If we were to go to the key, sorry.
He's shiny, I know.
Shiny bricks.
He's wearing
We-
plate armor, so he
You're
has advantage for
The
stealth.
three of us can try to make our way to the keep.
I was gonna say if we all get to the keep, then Folkvar might have resources to help us accomplish our other objectives.
Even so, you would have to fight
Did it seem...
many.
Yeah, you'd have to fight a lot.
a lot of these.
If we free the prisoners, then they might be able to help us.
Yeah.
Fair
You might be able to get into the
Flank.
keep.
I
Because
might
you
be
can
able to
fly.
sneak
You
in.
two can get to the keep because you can fly.
But even so, if they even spot us, that's a.
Did it seem like they were going to execute the prisoners, or were they just gathering them?
It looks like they were just gathering them, from what you said.
They seem to be capturing them and moving them underground.
Yeah.
It's probably a slave.
They're putting the dwarves in their natural environment. This does not bode well for them. They're not very smart.
Don't fight.
We dwarves are very dangerous over short distances. We're natural born sprinters. We're very.
But either way, the more fighters we
Natural born
have,
sprinters.
it's
Very
going to
dangerous
be
over
easier
short
to deal
distances.
with them than just us 5.
So I'm not hearing anything saying no A team, B team. So A team, B team.
It might be what we have to do.
I would love to go free some dwarven
Just
people.
We would need to.
What would be B team's objective? Flank the keep and try to break them out, or free the prisoners and
Well, they're kind
There's
of
probably
and
more.
then
There's
probably
probably.
head to the keep is probably what you would want to do. is
There's
free
probably
the
more
prisoners.
people in the keep because if we free a dozen
free the
prisoners,
prisoners, then they can help you free
Yeah,
the
if
keep.
we get to the
If we get
prisoners,
the dragon, then we can help free the keep.
Yeah.
it's like playing chess, mate.
yeah.
You gotta free
I know
the
that.
prisoners.
My
They came to-
my concern is none of the prisoners have weapons.
They're
And
taking the weapons.
well, we'd
They'd
be
still
taking the
right
weapons,
there.
but that would mean we'd have to kill
How many weapons do you have on you?
enough.
I,
How
all right,
many
I
do you
can
use
give
for combat?
I can give some of my weapons
I pull out
away.
a hand axe, musket,
All right,
short sword.
but
Maybe
my
crossbow
concern is
damage
if
attack.
I dump out an HK droid. I'm like, I don't know.
we free half a dozen dwarves, but then
They're just keeping the weapons separate, so you what happens?
we'd have to get to them.
Yeah, which
Yes.
would help you either way to get.
So
to
do we
keep
maybe
safe.
ambush something that has the weapons and then go to the prisoners?
So,
Prisoners could still help even without
Yeah.
weapons.
Maybe.
what I'm hearing is get prisoners and then rush armory and then rush
To the keepsake.
then a keepsake.
But then we have to kill
Yeah,
a
but
bunch
you're
of things
hoping-
along the
Well,
way.
you have to kill them anyways because they're
Yeah.
just around.
It's gonna be hell either way.
All right,
You guys could take Daisy with you as well.
I'll take.
Yeah.
Daisy won't help with stealth.
Oh, and of course I
Are
got
we
this.
going in through the front?
Preferably not. Let's try to get into.
True.
We can still try to get to a
Okay.
position where we.
We all go down through the mines.
Yeah.
Down in the mines, we may run into other prisoners.
Especially since they're already moving them
Or
underground.
bring them down underground.
That's
Yeah.
So we're just gonna
Let's
go
do
under.
that.
So I'm guessing we will
So-
be going underground.
Goal, we all go on underground. Well,
You two.
do I know off the top of my head if there's anti-magic fuel around the front gates or whatever?
There is not.
Okay.
We could go in through the front.
And
I
the
can
reason
go
you can
invisible.
reason that is because the constructs that open the gates wouldn't be able to
Right.
work if there was.
I've
Okay.
rolled 3 1s and 2 8s.
We're
with
not
this
rolling
dice.
well today,
Oh my
guys.
god.
This is gonna suck.
So, we could go in through the front.
I
They
think
go
we'll be
underground.
Yeah.
They don't know the way underground. I do.
All right, let's do it.
But if
I think all of us go underground.
Okay. We'll split up when we need to.
Reach out. Once we surface, we split up.
You're not bringing Daisy then? Then?
No.
No, we're not bringing
Daisy
Don't,
will
we
be
don't need Daisy. I got one of these, and I pull out.
If
It's a,
anything, you
it's a
call
weasel.
for her and she comes through the front.
Daisy breaks down those
can
doors.
She breaks down more droids than any of us.
You're right. Daisy's freaking killer. I pull out a weasel. This can help us. And I drop down a little weasel. And
It can help.
that can help.
Weasels are good underground, right?
Do I do one more?
They're good. Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's wait.
Let's wait.
Wait till
Weasel's
you need
small.
it.
I put it on my shoulder.
The weasel's small for now. And just hope you don't get a giant elk
I
yet.
think we have a plan then.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Lead us over to where it is.
All right.
Okay. You lead, so Cairo leads you guys over to this area in the rock where there is this barred grate over what looks to be about a human-sized hole. So about, like 6 foot around hole that goes kind of down at about a 45-degree angle down into the earth. And then it seems to drop dramatically. So it goes 45 degrees down and then it shoots down 90 degrees down to the mines. And so if you did it right, you could set up ropes and stuff to be able to go in through this way.
I'm like the first one down. I don't want to pull. I don't want to pull
The
another.
one time I don't have feather fall prepared.
I have a rope. But, the going down the sewer pipes. Oh.
Drama.
Sorry, I shouldn't have shaken that up earlier. That was my bad. No, I didn't.
Okay.
It was fun. You got me to grab you with something.
Yeah, I can't get out.
All right. So how are you guys going to get through the grates?
I got a crowbar.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength
Go.
check.
And me and the
To try
weasel
it.
help.
You do have advantage on this.
Would it be athletic?
It's strength with
Okay,
advantage.
just pure. It's already 15, that's a 17, so 19.
Okay, 19. Seeing that these are old and rusted, you're able to wedge your crowbar into sections and just kind of slamming your weight up against it. It's enough to break these rusted bars off as you quickly manage to break a space that's big enough for you guys to pass through.
All right, I'll go in first, and I start like weaseling down. Oh, it drops down to a 45.
As you start putting yourself into the 45 degree, because it is slick stone, I want you to just make a quick
Oh no,
dexterity
I wasn't
saving
actually
throw for
fully
me.
serious. Oh no, it's happened.
Just to see if you start sliding down this part that's 45 degrees.
Dexterity.
Will I
Yeah.
be able to use my reaction to fly down and try to catch his
Well, I
legs?
have a +1 to Dex now.
A 10.
A 10. You're steady, but
Gonna
you can tell this is like
Oh, he's steady.
you're.
It's. I
You're
can tell
steady.
it's
It's
slick.
very. It'd be very easy for you to start falling.
And I like, you know, going down my hand like, "Whoop." Okay, someone, pull me back out.
No.
No.
How?
Are we supposed to go down this?
I thought we were going down.
I like, you know, bar myself up.
I grab him.
We're good. Continue.
Yeah. I grab him, like, there's the 90 angle. Well, how big was the drop?
You haven't looked down at the bottom of it yet, so you're not sure.
There's a big drop.
Okay.
We
Okay.
need ropes.
I reach into my
I just grab the back of his shirt just to hold him steady.
thank you. And I reach in my bottomless pit, whatever it's called, bag of holding. I pull out just like it's like the clown trick where I like pull out a rope and it just keeps coming for a while. Like, hold on, it's 50 feet of this. Give me a second. there. Like, I hand it back to you.
So it's about 50 feet worth of 45 degree angle to the 90 degree drop.
Okay, and then
So one rope will get you to the edge of the 90 degree drop.
is this
If
area,
you were to tie it to like the remnants of the bars up here.
is the like area that we're like the tunnel big enough to like turn around in?
Yes, it's like a 6 foot circle,
Okay.
Okay.
6 foot across in all directions.
I thought I was squeezing down a pipe, but there's a lot of fire in my head.
I'm going.
Think of it like a big concrete pipe
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
I'm going to hand the end to. Who knows how to tie ropes?
I raise
I'm
my
sure
hand.
all of you do.
I
Should. In this
I have
moment.
Wait a
Expert
second, you don't know
survival.
how to tie ropes?
I do. I just have got one hand holding him up and the other hand holding the rope.
I
I
have
can't tie
survival
with one.
proficiency. I'll
Let's
do
say,
it.
you of all people doesn't know how to tie a rope.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Do we have to make
tie
it like
tie
a?
it to the end
Make
and
a
then
make a dexterity check as you're tying the ropes.
Does anyone else have
I should
another?
have done it.
yeah, I got it.
Oh no!
What'd you get?
Yeah, 50 for rope.
What?
You realize looking at him, she's tied slip knots. The entire thing is slip knots.
They're like beautifully done slip knots, but it's a slip knot.
I just picture Yoshiko going to do it, him slipping, and then all three of them.
Boom, 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 boom,
I
boom.
see you finish. I'm like,
I'll fix it.
thanks, Masala.
Makes make a
I
dex check.
grab my 50 feet and just
15
tie it
or
to
Yeah,
She would
I'm
be
a-
able to do it stealthily too. So I don't know.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, you would
She's
look
just
down. you're like,
walking behind.
14?
It's like
You tied better knots, yeah.
And I'm gonna add
I'm trying to be
my
helpful.
50 feet
Wait,
and
that
just
was
tie
12
this
for a
together.
reason.
Well done.
I was on a boat. I know how to tie a knot too, so
Yeah.
it'll be. This one's tied.
Yoshiko like starts, and she's like, "Help, I'm tangled."
Like somehow in a
rope
tree.
knot is awful. I untied your knot.
I untied
Okay.
your knot.
So how many feet of rope? How much rope do you guys
There's
have?
50, and then I hand him my rope, and he's on the rope, and I assume you tie the
So that's
bottom.
100. Do we add any other
Do we
rope?
need
I'll add
more?
mine. I'll add mine.
150
Do we
feet.
need
Do we
more?
need more?
Do we?
It's
Wait.
going down into a mine.
We can
Might
look
need
at
more.
how
Oh.
far the drop is and then.
Yeah.
150 feet will be about enough.
Okay.
Perfect.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
No.
You do now?
I do?
You do now?
So it's a 100-foot descent straight down into the mine.
Because of the,
I do.
I think you do.
I do. Gesundheit. I have dark vision of 60.
Because I think it was me and Marcella,
think so.
us three didn't
Didn't you
have
get
it.
some?
Oh wait,
Didn't you
I,
get one?
I have a belt.
yeah,
That
your
makes me
belt
happy.
gives you.
Yeah.
My bow.
I have some.
Well, something.
Because there's a bird.
Something gave you.
Yeah, are you?
I,
Is Johan human or half elf?
I'm half elf, so I
Half
have
elf,
60
yeah.
foot, so I can see.
I don't think I have dark vision.
Yeah,
Which is
I was like,
Yeah,
us
she does
two
not
did.
have dark
I was
vision.
like gonna say, I was like, I think I have like low vision.
Well, we're not going to be stealthy here. I cast light on. I just grab a pebble or whatever and cast light on it and hand it
Just,
to you.
I don't know, hold my hand.
You have a glowing rock.
You can fly. You can fly
Grab my
and
cape.
scout out, make sure it's
Yeah.
reached. And then I think we're all gonna climb down the rope.
Basically.
I like,
can fly
I love
far
this.
down
I like do the whole
You're
like you know,
small
put it
enough.
around
I don't
me.
think
Kind
you could fly.
But what?
I don't think you could fly down this pipe.
Your wings might be too big.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if we're talking realistically, but is anything real in this world?
Fair. Can she
No.
fly down the pipe?
I could probably jump down the pipe and then glide once I reach an open area.
With how big around this is, with it being, you know, like a 6 foot diameter, there's not much room for you to try and fly in.
Okay, this looks like this.
Marcella could kind of pull it off,
That's
at least
because I'm
descending,
yeah.
She's
but
just
she wouldn't
really
really be able
small.
to ascend in it.
I mean, we're all just climbing down the rope. I was just
Yeah, we're
thinking in my
fine.
head, like, I don't think.
All right, I got.
Let's go.
Right, everyone go ahead and make either an athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you want, check of your choice.
But it's with the advantage, right? Because we're doing it with the rope.
Just straight.
What is that?
Once you. Oh no.
No! You too? Are you joking me?
Once you. Oh no.
16! I survived!
So
Did all three of you roll a
I
1?
rolled a 2.
No, us three. Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Who is lame now?
Someone forgot to check one of Yoshiko's slip knots.
That's the name of the show, baby.
Yoshiko descends gracefully and all the rest of you hit the floor.
Yeah, so Yoshiko gets down, being one of the smallest and lighter of the group. She gets down and she's like, "Hey guys, it's all good." And when you all start going down, the moment that Cairo also adds his weight, the bar that you guys were connected to snaps. And it breaks up, and you all just down the tunnel. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as
God.
you plummet to the ground.
Darn it.
Ooh, wait, can I
100
cast
feet down.
dust to help with this?
Oh, that's great. Now I roll
Hold on, we're
fine.
gonna see if I can
Now I
catch
roll okay.
Now I roll lovely. Oh,
Did you not?
I got a 5.
Dang it, okay.
14?
Can I try to catch someone?
Using like gust to try
I
and
don't
slow
have
their
gusts
fall.
to just catch someone in general.
Just use a gust of wind from
Which
your
of them are you gonna
wings.
try and
I'm
catch?
trying to catch Desi because she's
Okay.
tiny and
Try
I
and catch
actually
Marcella.
push
She has
away.
wings though.
She could
But
fly.
I still got a nat 1!
Yeah, there.
She's
She's
falling
got-
back first, so she
She's
can't.
got like you three above her falling on top of her.
Would I have any benefits with that?
I got a 14!
I have acrobatics.
Yeah,
Can I
you're
use
fine.
that?
Go ahead and it'll give Desi the advantage on trying to make her save with you trying to catch her
Okay.
specifically.
Well, of course you wouldn't want to try.
It's a 2! So it's an
I mean,
8
yeah.
or a
You
14,
want to catch the
guys.
smallest one, not the heavily armored individual, and the
I
one that
can't
got
carry you.
I mean, you're like 900 pounds, so.
I think if Cairo landed on any of us, we'd be dead.
I rolled a 13, but I'm going to use one of my flashes of inspiration to give a +5, so that's an 18.
Okay.
And just say that's me trying to, as I'm falling, grabbing the crowbar and trying to drag down.
You
slow.
say you saw I got a 5.
I got a 16.
Okay. So, Marcella's falling down first, and she's like flailing, and Yoshiko tries to like reach out and like grab her, and it just like hits your arms, and she goes like right through them because you have the wrong orientation of your arms, so she just like falls right
Wait, what did
between
you roll
and like
for?
hits on this like hard metal grate ground that the bottom is. So the bottom is like this big like metal grate where air can come up through, but it's like connected to this tunnel. So you slam into the ground, and you're gonna take
It was a 14. for
Yeah,
her.
she
Yeah, I had a 14.
yeah. So you're still gonna hit the ground. You just like kind of like land on Yoshiko's arms and like bring her down with you as you like land on her.
I have a very great shaped print in my face now.
So you guys are only going to take 14 points of damage as you hit Yoshiko.
Both of us.
Yeah, both of you are going to take a total of 14.
You tried to catch her.
Mercy!
Yeah, you did try to catch her. I would have just.
I was trying.
You guys
to
have just enough time that you roll out of the way before Calvin slams onto the ground.
I just flashbacks to the when
He's
we were
on the
going
bottom
in
of
the
the
sewer.
Which is why that's why he got the 5.
Going in the
where
sewer, I'm like.
So you see Calvin, he hits and he like puts his hands up and he like slides and he like kind of catches himself and he's like, that wasn't that bad, and then Johan hits him.
Oh my gosh, the
is
world wants
amazing.
us to save them and we can't even save ourselves.
Hey, no one's seen this.
Yeah.
You get so you two are going to take
just-
28 points of damage as you hit.
21?
28 points of bludgeoning
I'm
damage.
just gonna die.
Hit. Cairo then goes ahead and lands on you guys.
got a
Almost.
19.
So he hit a 19. So he
I had 15.
puts all
I
of
had
his
16.
hands out.
Hands down.
So you stretch your arms out, dragging on the wall.
I got a
That was
16.
more than
Yeah,
half
but you're in
my-
plate armor.
That was more than half of your
I
damage.
have to.
Yeah,
that was
he
half my
takes a
damage.
critical wound.
I take a critical wound. That was half my damage.
Yeah, mine is half of mine.
Yeah, please.
So actually, it does
No.
because you land on him. It cushions you a little bit. So you're gonna take half. So you take 14. He's gonna take the full 28.
Glory.
Oh, 71.
71. Okay.
Wow.
So as he slams down on you,
Broken arm.
and you're hit into this metal grate that's down below you, your leg is wedged into it and crushed. Your leg is heavily broken and deeply cut into. Specifically, your right leg. It is pretty much worthless to you right now. It is bad.
What?
It's a big metal crate, and you just had a guy in plate armor land on you.
It would have been better if we just gone through the front.
Yeah.
This isn't
You
that bad.
do manage to save yourself though, Cairo, as you press up against the walls and with sparks going down the tunnel, you manage to slow yourself just enough that you don't
Probably
crush.
grab the
that
crowbar
kept us
Johan
from
and
killing
yeah,
everyone.
to divert myself from landing on him.
Yeah. You manage to slow yourself just enough that they have the time to move. Or like grab Calvin and like
pull you out of the
drag him over. But his leg is mangled bad.
Oh. Calvin.
Already?
Like he's not gonna be walking on that, and even with like serious healing magic, it might not save it.
Yeah,
So is he gonna lose?
I'm gonna use a potion of healing. It's just regular potion of healing. And I'm gonna like like over the leg.
You can see it healing a little bit, but due to
Just how bad it is.
how shattered your leg is and how deep the cuts are, it's repairing the skin, but it's
Nothing
like
else. Glory.
yeah, a single health potion's not going to cut it to heal your leg.
I cast
That could be
Cure
bad.
Wounds, first level 8.
Okay.
8 points.
Yeah.
What could lay on hands even do?
I mean, it's magical healing.
It only does 4 points of health too. So that's
Yeah.
12 total. Okay.
And also to put it into perspective, because of this being like sharp metal grates, when you hit and landed on him, you like landed on his leg
Yeah.
and like split his leg halfway. So like halfway to the bone
You're gonna
and
have
stuff,
a
it's like cut.
We don't
Ah.
save your leg.
It's bad.
Silver
Oh,
lining.
this is a bad day to not have Aurora here.
Silver lining. I'm gonna look cool as hell with a peg leg. I'm like on your like. I'm like on you. Like,
Yeah. Also, of course, you guys made a lot of noise.
Good thing we're just in a mine.
How did you
Doesn't
get
mean
in here?
much. We don't know if they're not
Cast
done.
Cure Wounds like, well, we'll never speak of this again.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
never.
If anyone
How did
else
you
is
lose your
having
leg?
a Fight.
I fought an elk and I lost. I believe that.
No, a bear. You should say a bear.
Fine, I
Well,
fought
we
a
just saw
bear.
the HK druids got to him, and we had to jump
I
down.
fought a bear.
Oh, right, you son of a gun!
He tried to ask a lady out and she said no. They told me the worst she could say was no.
Say she just broke my leg.
She ripped my leg off. It wasn't even a peg leg at that time.
Why is it that the most damage we've ever taken was from fetching falling down the hole?
I mean, it was 100 feet, so
Because gravity.
If
And we
I,
even had a rope.
if I had a nickel
You don't
for every
understand.
time I fell down a tube and got badly injured, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's happened twice.
This is fair. You did fall down the manhole and pass out that one time.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you will look nice with a peg leg.
It's a very it fits the pirate theme.
I like hit your chest plate. Carry me.
You're supposed to fight soon.
I'm gonna.
If he has a gun, it means he can just.
I can go from afar. Where's my weasel?
Your weasel's like up top looking down over the edge. Like you just see like his little weasel hands in the head. And you just hear this little squeak like, you good?
We need the weasel survive.
Yeah, he just like has a joke. You can come on, man. You can.
It like hits the grate and you just see it like split in half on the grate as it like poofs away. You're just like,
Oh, he could have been useful.
I'll carry. I'll like
it's like it hits you hear the ding, like the metal ringing out.
with my
As the light
adequate
hits.
strength.
You guys hear it down below because this is a big grate over the shaft continuing down deeper into the mine.
How big is it?
You can hear the sounds of like pickaxes as well as stone on metal or metal on stone coming from down that path.
Okay.
6 foot.
There could be people who are mining. who have
And
no
the
idea
area
that
you're
city's
in is
siege.
this area where it's a big, like 6 foot across metal grate system, and then there's a tunnel off towards the city. It's like a maintenance shaft that you're in.
I'm gonna like.
You can carry me.
I'm gonna carry him.
You can carry me. After all, you're the one who landed me.
I'm gonna like.
Bridal
pig-
carry?
No, it's gonna be like
Fireman's
piggyback.
Piggyback.
You hear the sound of metal on stone coming from down the tunnel as
But
you
I'm
hear
gonna drop you. I'll just be like.
kind of like how it sounds when Cairo walks. It sounds similar to that.
Oh no.
Here's a spear. Use that as like a
I'll poke
Jabba.
a kid. I'll
like
poke
a
someone.
walking stick.
Oh, do you set me down?
Oh, I'll help you walk just for the sake of
I'll carry
being
it.
fast.
I'll carry it for a second.
Can I prepare an action to throw my spear whenever it comes through the tunnel?
Yeah.
Or do you
Thank
want
you.
the musket? You can shoot.
Not long after you say that, you
It's got
see
bayonet.
coming around a corner or around the bend, you see a mechanical arm holding a lantern. As it turns, and you can see an arm blade extending on the end of the arm as it turns, and it looks at you guys. You immediately throw your spear at it.
Oh my god, this is
Being
awful.
that this is narrow quarters and everyone's packed in around you,
What?
there's not much room.
It's
so
a
you like,
6 altogether.
you get like this much of an arm movement, and you go, yeah. Throw like 3 feet, and it hits the ground in front, and the robot just,
Down the
this
tunnel.
HK looks at you with its like singular large eye in the center, as it goes,
Which-
calculating.
Which designation?
You're not
is this?
supposed to be here.
Which designation?
This is an M6.
M6.
It steps forward towards you,
wait,
points its
I-
blade at you guys, and goes, surrender peacefully.
I
You are being detained.
forward.
It immediately looks at you, recognizes you, see its eye rotate as a couple of different like optical things switch, and you can see some lenses move back and forth as it looks at you and goes, analyzing, processing, acknowledging, model 1, secure, protocol, engage. You are under arrest.
Before
Very well.
sorry,
Both of you run.
did you tell us about the like people holding the lanterns with the red coats or whatever?
Yeah, I told you
I
all
don't
about
care. I
that
assume
stuff.
that.
Oh gosh. Oh my god.
I have a red jacket.
Oh, frick you.
You have like a red T-shirt.
Yeah. I'm aware.
He's gonna work with it.
He pulls it up over.
Are you gonna do something? If you want to do something, you can do it quick. Or you can do it first. Sorry. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to do. Okay.
I swear.
I'm gonna like push myself off Johan and land on the stick thing. And put the shirt. It's gonna be like up to here on me. But I'm gonna put the hood like over my head. And I'm gonna cast flame with my hand and wave it back and forth and chant the same thing that she would relay to us. I don't remember what it was.
Make a performance check with disadvantage because you were hearing it offhand from someone else.
Fair.
I swear.
And she was kind of high up that she wouldn't have actually been able to really hear it. So she's guessing at what they were saying.
Performance?
Yeah.
Come on,
I swear.
14.
So you like pull your shirt up over your head as you're doing this, and the rogue's just looking at you and goes,
I'm going to use my reaction and Flash of Genius this, giving us +5 and saying,
Okay, so it's a
I'm
19.
already under arrest.
He's already got me.
Yeah. So no, that would be.
19.
Well, oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, 19.
it looks at you with like your shirt like up over your head, and it goes, acknowledged.
What?
Scanning. You see like this quick like laser scan go on real quick as it goes, proprietor injured, looking at your leg, and he goes, medical attention needed.
Yes, my robe was torn too. Can you get me a robe?
Acknowledged. Somehow this is working.
I hate this every freaking time.
I love having high charisma.
The robot acknowledges you and goes, and is like looking at your leg, examining. Prognosis and new protocol engaged. Take to medical bot for replacement.
Don't worry, our medical bot is already on its way. I just need a new robe.
Acknowledged. Would you like me to escort the prisoners?
You could get a cool prosthetic leg.
This is up to you.
And, where would you take them?
To...
Yeah, where would you take them to?
We would take them to mines, like has been standard protocol.
Sorry, where mines?
Mines.
Yeah, the mines.
Be miners.
Isn't that where?
We're
That's
trying to
where-
go anyways.
That's where we're trying to go anyways.
Okay,
So,
granted. Yes.
All right.
acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Yes. Say-
He begins
I'm here
leading
from,
you
like-
guys to the end of the tunnel. And as he gets to the end of the tunnel, he turns back, points his arm blade at everyone, and goes, weapons, drop them.
I have a bag for this, and I pull out my my bag of holding.
Oh my gosh, you're great.
I put...
All of them on your persons.
I pull out 2 daggers and my revolver that they would have seen. Put in the bag.
Yeah, basically everything that
And a heavy
you can see.
crossbow. And I take the glaive off my back.
I forget.
But I
how
do
much
keep
you
the
hold.
prototype palm pistol.
Okay.
I guess
Make a sleight of hand check.
19.
Okay, you managed to hide that away.
I want to try to hide the dagger that I have. Let's see what we got here.
Isn't there going to be potential problems if I let go of blood pain?
No, you can...
Someone else just can't pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't touch this.
And it's
You don't want to.
the curse mute, it's all suppressed anyways.
If it's near me.
Within 100 feet of her.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Johan's looking at me.
As you like put it away, you hear, no.
And in my
Don't put me in the dark.
psychic, I'll be like, don't worry, you'll get to eat today,
You
probably.
just hear, I'm afraid of the dark.
I promise. You're a vampire. I'm like, you're a vampire, like
11 to
sword
try to
thing,
hide
and you're
my
afraid of the
dagger.
dark.
As you're trying to like slide the dagger into your pocket, it reaches over and grabs your hand and forces you to drop it into the bag. It did notice that.
I'm looking at Marcella and I'm like,
Masala pulls out like a bandolier of daggers. And
no, I'm meaning like. Let me. I'm gonna roll here to see if I can like
A
win,
performance check to see if you can
to see if she can get my drift of just
Steal
just
things.
hide and hide so you can keep your bow.
pull a Bilbo Baggins and disappear out of the group.
Yeah.
So I'm. Oh, that would be. What would that be? Performance.
I would assume performance.
Plus charisma.
I would say this is a performance check, and she needs to do an insight check to determine if
It's
she
a
understands.
16.
Insight.
Ooh,
12.
come on!
Okay.
I'm giving you everything here, man.
I would say that she's able to interpret your quick actions, your like sign languaging that you're doing.
Alright.
I'm like below my waist, just be like.
Alright. 18 plus 9 to go into stealth.
Okay. I'll say that you guys probably said this while you were traveling through the tunnel, and so Misella held
I'm just
back
gonna be
in
like-
the tunnel. So she's hiding. So she's hiding back in the tunnel. The M6 model looks at you and goes,
So you still have your bow and everything.
leg condition, critical,
Good.
blood loss, catastrophic.
I'm like reading on the thing like,
I think you.
yeah. This is
Sir,
really-
you're looking a bit, how would they say,
Just the moment.
pale.
It's.
As soon as we get
Medical
into the mines,
robot.
As soon
Advise
as we're.
strongly. I know one is on the way, but perhaps I can transport you quicker.
I'll just be like, ow!
What did the people look like in the hoods? Were they just cute, like?
She did.
She
I
couldn't tell.
couldn't tell.
Couldn't
They
tell.
were just in red cloaks.
She was floating above.
I was
the city,
floating
okay.
above them, so I wouldn't have been able to really tell.
He looks at you and goes, wait a second. That's a t-shirt.
No, it would be somewhat battle worn from past
like-
experiences, and I would
It's like
say
a ripped up. He's like looking at you and he goes, you're not a dwarf. Explain.
If I wasn't a dwarf, why would I be able to speak dwarven and have this? And I point down and I have a belt of dwarven kind on. And I say, why would I have this this belt of dwarven kind? And I say in dwarvish, see, I'm not impersonating anyone. I just happen to be a tall
dwarf.
skinny dwarf.
Make a deception check.
Don't make fun
Wow. Where's deception? I'm very good at deception.
My father was all human. My mother was half dwarf.
Where's deception?
My mother was a dwarf and my father was a very short dwarf.
It's very short.
Was a very tall.
6, 9, 10, 14.
He looks at you and goes, my mistake.
It happens quite a bit. I say this in
He actually
dwarven.
bought that.
Acknowledged. Adding to registry. Tall dwarfs.
I thought he actually bought that.
You can try.
Inside.
He totally bought that. If he didn't, he would have probably.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Wow.
Like, just by looking at him,
This
as
is
far
a
as you
dumb
can tell,
robot.
he seems to have bought it. He's
I'm a little bit of my breath.
This one's defective.
I feel like this one ain't worth nothing.
you're just like, I could have done this shiz.
If you could send, this is my current post. If you could send a health bot here with a new cloak, because this one's been worn and tattered from the battle catching these intruders.
Yeah.
That would be nice, but I still need to stay at this post.
Acknowledged. I will take the prisoners now.
Be off with the traitor infiltrators.
As he says that, he holds an arm blade out towards you guys, and then he looks over at you and goes, follow me.
Be nice with him, specifically this one, for obvious reasons.
0, 1.
Very well.
Here we go, baby.
All right, he leads you guys at sword point out as he begins taking you deeper in. After a little while, this medical bot shows up, and you can see it's similar to the M6 model, except there's a hacksaw on one of the arms, and there's all these different surgery tools on the left side, and the right side in its hand is holding a leg, a robot leg, and it's looking at you, and there's this cloak draped over its shoulder as well, and he goes, do you require my assistance?
Oh, I'm glad to see you.
Oh, Lord.
I am MH1.
Hello. Hello, mate.
Your leg seems to be severely damaged.
Please.
Would you like me to replace it for you? As the buzzsaw like begins spinning.
I take like a 15-second pause. Yes.
The brain cell was bouncing
He
around.
steps
a
forward,
little bit.
hands you the rope, and goes, "You might want to wait a second to put that on." As he spins up the blade, and then quickly brings it down, and like without an edit, like just chops your leg off at the knee.
Yeah. Wait, we're not gonna do it. It's like
And you feel this as it like rips and tears through your knee, and chops it off at the knee.
Whoa.
He then grabs this like lower half of the leg and just like sticks it to you. And as it begins clamping and sieging in, you feel the immense pain. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw real quick to stay conscious from the pain.
Constitution. Where's?
We just hear screaming down the tunnels.
I'm gonna use my mass and my.
You are
entropy.
going to take 12 points of slashing damage as he chops your leg off.
That's fair. I'm gonna use my entropy with a 17.
Okay.
To
Stay
do
conscious.
that.
Yeah, you stay conscious as he slashes through, and as soon as the leg connects to it, you feel like painkillers kicking in, almost like you're like made into this like device, and then you feel a surge of pain as it like fuses with your nervous system. As it fuses, and then he just like turns towards you after a second after it's finished, and he like pulls out a little hammer and he like taps the robot knee as it like does the kick thing, and it's weird. You can feel all of the like mechanical toes and everything like its skin. It's super weird, but you can feel everything with this leg. And then he pulls out like this little needle that looks like it's like full of it's not full yet, but then he like withdraws out of this like health potion and like injects it in your thigh and like squeezes it in. That's as he injects that, that's going to be
This is super intense.
So I need to hold on 12 damage first, and then go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
so that's going to be about 25 points of health that you regain as he injects you with a greater healing potion. And then like you see this little like slot bing pop open as he grabs this little thing and hands it towards you. Have a lollipop.
It's just enough stuff Baymax.
You're a good man.
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
oh gosh.
After being with Cairo for ages, would I know of a way?
By the way, you now have the magic item, a prosthetic limb.
Okay. Would I be able
It's
to
a common magic item, but yeah.
would I know of a way to like hotwire him to be on my side? I don't assume. This was like just
You don't because you don't know anything about
fair.
constructs.
Okay. If I need to call for you again, mate, how would I do that really quick?
Just ask any bot and I'll be there.
Works for me. Thanks, mate.
No problem, sir. He like turns around and starts like walking back off, and you hear him. No, the satisfied person.
I put on the cloak, grab one of out of my thing, just a big old
You're like
bottle of.
As he's walking up, you realize that under his arm he's got like the remnants of your like the part of your leg that he chopped off. He's like carrying it off with it.
Oh my
I pull out my big barrel of alcohol and just take the mightiest swig, put it back. I'm just gonna lay down for a minute.
Okay, with that we'll cut back over to the group.
Oh, gosh.
As you guys are walking, and he's moving you guys off, you notice that he's taking you towards the center square, not directly to the mines.
Oh, all of us?
I'm
Yes.
so sorry.
Oh, okay.
We're going where we want to go anyway.
As he moves you guys forward, he gestures over to a couple of other M6s.
Not a
There's
problem.
4 of them. And he directs them to take you 3 to the mines.
I'm still hiding.
Or you 2 to the
Yeah.
mines. So 2 for each of you. Marcel, you just hear from down the tunnel. You hear Kelvin just scream in pain as you hear this like buzz saw and like this sickening crunch. As you hear this like quick surgery happen.
And you gotta check if he's like not
As
dead.
you hear this, you're just like, oh my gosh.
Sorry.
You two, so Yoshiko and Johan, you guys are escorted down to the mines by two of the robots each.
I don't like
And you begin getting pushed into trains of dwarves that are being sent down there and handed pickaxes and other tools to start working on things.
They give us weapons, those fools.
That's what I'm thinking.
By the way, there are armed robots all around you guys with swords, watching everybody, making sure they're not up to anything.
Oh,
And there are some robots that are up higher that you can see have heavy crossbows aimed. So they're like on towers by the mines that seem to have been constructed quite quickly, so that they can like overview and if they need to shoot people with a heavy crossbow.
they haven't like given us shackles or anything, have they?
Oh, you. As you're moving forward, so they handed you a pickaxe. As you move forward, you feel two iron clamps around your legs as you guys are shackled to the people in front of you in a long line.
No time survives first contact, or in this situation, a fall.
As they're clanking you guys, is there anything you'd like to try?
Oh shoot, man, this is. You're
I
both.
want to try to make it look like they've clamped to my leg, but they've clamped to like a loose part of my clothing instead. I don't know. We're just gonna try it.
Make a deception check.
There's not too much I can do to
We're
sneak
gonna
around.
try you because everyone else is in a
Nice
nightmare
and
today.
shiny.
What would I add to a deception
Or
check?
this would be sleight of hand.
Are they not
What
gonna
would I add
take
to
my
that?
armor off? Or?
It's
Dex.
plus dex.
I hope not.
They take a lot of work to get it off. Just want
If
you
they're
to
gonna be
mind.
gentle.
Should I use my 12 now?
I guess that depends on what you're gonna do after.
I have a +2 to my dex.
Shield.
Does anyone have minor illusion?
If I
I
were
have
to attempt to
disguise.
punch the robot, but trying to put on the clamp, would I give myself advantage with this?
No.
Dang it.
No, you'd get in a lot of trouble.
I'm already in a lot of trouble.
Well,
14.
I would say less trouble than if we were just
So
calm.
14's not going to be quite enough,
Damn it.
unfortunately. DC for this was 18.
Alright then.
Because there is a robot literally clamping them on to your leg. So you guys are sealed into these clamps as they keep moving down towards the mine. Jumping over to Cairo, the M6 bot that is escorting you towards the center with his blade towards your neck continues walking you towards the center, and you notice that up ahead of you there is one of these deep red robed figures who is currently holding a sensor in front of him, and as he looks up he drops the sensor.
Is this actually going to the dragon?
This is towards the dragon,
Okay.
yes. So he drops the sensor and it like hits the ground and scatters ashes. As he looks and he goes, "The prodigal son." He steps forward and you notice this mechanical hand reach out with these like tubes coming off of it and wires. It looks like it's like mechanics like melted into the flesh of him. As he steps forward and looks towards him and goes, "We've been awaiting you in your return." He pulls back his hood and you see this like bald head full of these tubes that interject into his head. It looks like this guy has been trying to turn himself into like an HK construct. It's like they're trying to turn themselves into robots.
Oh, yeah,
He's got like
When I
a
learn the
vocal
weakness of
box
my flesh.
put in where his mouth would be, like a speaker. And he's got these like rings around his eyes where he still has his eyeballs, but he's got these like rings and lenses that pull up like feedback displays in front of his face. As he's looking at you, and he starts reaching out towards you, a little bit jittery.
I smack his hand away. What do you want with me?
Don't you understand you're the key to all of this?
What is your goal?
The great transformation.
You
You-
wish to turn all mortals into robots.
But don't you understand you're the greatest form of life?
No, I'm not.
Think about it. You're pretty much immortal. You can't die.
Immortality is not all that.
Everybody could become like that. Wow. Everybody could become like this. There would be no more loss. Everybody could become this great immortal machine. The weakness of flesh is a disgusting disease. Don't you understand that?
The weakness.
You were the key to all of this. When you were discovered, it gave us so much insight into what we've been missing out on, what we could have done. You're such a complex and incredible piece of artifice. You taught us everything we needed to be able to create the train that runs through this city, the constructs at our gate, the HK models you see around us.
Okay.
The gloriousness that is what I have become. It is all from studying you over a brief 80-year period.
Yeah, there it is.
Could you imagine what we could do if we had more time?
You could think of all the horrors you could use me for.
Maybe the rest of the council can talk more wisdom into you.
My question is this. If you wanted to use me to advance mortals, then why wouldn't you just ask instead of taking?
You don't think that we didn't do that the first time?
Not from what I remember.
Well, your memory modules were damaged.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Yes, they were.
We know all the problems.
You know that.
I wasn't paying attention. What was happening?
Perhaps we can repair them for
You
you.
just walk back in.
They're fine. My question is this. What would you do with the people who don't want to be made into this, as you say, superior form?
Then they can be used to provide the materials to create the superior forms for those who are smart enough to know that this is how we fight back.
Robot Nazis.
You wouldn't need the church. There wouldn't be an issue with undead anymore. They couldn't infect you.
Well, that's
It's perfection.
perfection.
By the way, this guy's like a 4 foot tall. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna that.
he's like a robot
He's
dwarf.
preaching about perfection.
He's like a robot dwarf.
Sorry. Probably.
You know, the issue with all of this
Sorry, Short Kings.
is perfection is not found through the form of the body. It's found through what you do with it. And what you're doing with all this knowledge, sure, there's great public works that you've been able to do. I'm sure, well, I haven't seen them functioning, that they are very helpful. With HK droids and all the experience I've had with them, all you do is use it to hurt others.
Unnecessary step. Unfortunately, there are many, like you, who are blind to the realities and the glory of what can happen when you mix arcana and technology.
Oh, I know what can happen when you mix arcana and technology. As I say that, I cast invisibility on myself.
You cast invisibility, and you immediately hear him go, "What the hell?"
Or just be like,
I'm gonna run to the dragon.
You start running towards the center, towards the dragon, and you hear the dun 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 of your feet, and he looks at the other M6 and goes, "Follow those footsteps," and you see him behind you go dun 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 dun, start like running towards the direction, and then he has to like stop for a second to train here, and then he like keeps moving, and then he stops to here, and then like keeps moving as you're like easily outpacing him because he's trying to like make sure he's trying to follow you. As you see him pull up like
Oh my gosh.
pull out of like his side, he pulls up this like connected, almost like wired sending stone thing. As you hear him go, 001, he's in Southgate. He just turned invisible somehow. He must have a cloaking mechanism of sorts.
Nope. Just magic. Just magic.
How close am I to the dragon?
You're a couple 100 feet away at this point as you begin running towards the center, and you run past a couple other cloaked individuals who are actually like chanting towards this dragon. You can see that they are loading power cells into the dragon right now. There's about 500 power cells in this that they put in, and it looks like there's a pile of another like 50 or 60 that if they get them in, they'd be able to activate the dragon.
Can I tell how fast they are in putting them in?
You watch
How much
as
time I have to
the
work?
droid grabs one, puts it over, slides it in, and it like fuses in, and then they attach like 2 cables, and then they grab the next one. So,
No, I got like 5 minutes then. Maybe 10.
well, there's 60 of them left for them to do as they're passing it over. So it's
a
going to be
while.
like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah, okay.
Should that be enough?
We'll find out.
We'll have to find out.
There's a lot going on.
As long as I don't make an attack or cast a spell, I am invisible for an hour.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to the head
Mm-hmm.
and pull out the box, the Geist Vial.
Okay.
How long would it take to try to hook up the Geist Vial and the soul storage into the throat of this dragon?
You think you could do it? Hooking it up
Yeah.
would only take you like a minute or 2.
Okay.
But you're not sure for sure if she'd be able to control it until you hook her up.
Yeah.
Or how long it might take her to, reprogram or change it as she needs to be able to use it.
Okay. I'm gonna start. Just try.
All right. You begin working on it. Make a stealth check because it does make noise in the process of doing this.
That was
fine.
like, that was, yeah, I was gonna say, that was like, yeah.
I'd have advantage on this because I'm invisible.
I would say yes.
Yeah, I'll take the first one, the 15. That's a 21.
Okay. What'd you guess?
21.
21. All right.
Arcana.
You slide up into the mouth of the dragon, and as you're like laying in there, you pull out this piece on the top and draw it down to where you know that a couple of like microchip like things would be, and you basically just like brush them off and like stab the gem in, and then start connecting wires to it. And as you're doing it, you can hear Lua Prada kind of telling you how to connect it. She basically instructs you on how to connect it like she connected you to the soul mind. Grabbing different wires, connecting it in, adding pieces in as you need to. And after about 2 minutes of doing this, she goes, "All right, I'm connected.
Do you have
It's going to
control?
take a little bit for me to get control of this. They don't quite have enough power in it yet for it to be active, but I've got to try and connect to all the other
ETA
chip
before?
sections and take it over. If you can buy me like 5 minutes,
Would giving more power help?
that might. Currently, there's only, if I was to activate right now, there's only enough power for me to operate for about an hour.
We got time.
But I'll need more before I can get started. For some reason, they put a cap on it where you have to have at least 80% power to be able to turn on.
I hate those things.
Also, these guys have really terrible design work.
Well, yeah, they're working
I
on
feel
second
dirty.
hand. We can work on improving it later.
I'm not even properly oiled all the way.
Good for her.
We'll figure out the
As an
other issue
artificer,
later.
this hurts my soul.
That's all you have.
And
What
they
else is
claim
gonna
that they
hurt?
wanted to be machines?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gosh.
Mortals, they see what they think is better and they don't think of the long-term consequences.
Seriously, they're damn idiots.
God, that's boring.
Also, the welds here are shoddy.
Shoddy at best. Shoddy at best.
Either way, will you be able to control this?
I should.
Okay.
I'm a moon silver dragon after all.
Yes.
You hear like knuckles crack in your brain. like,
Okay.
Dragons have knuckles.
yeah, while you were installing me, I worked on a neural link.
That's new.
That's good.
I'm violating it all.
I guess
I've had a
let's-
lot of time to think.
Yeah, we both have. Let's wait, I guess, till see what the Oath Keepers do.
Right. My neural link only has about a 10-foot range from this new body, just so you know.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna hold standby for if they do something I can empower with the
Yeah.
Soulstorm.
They continue bringing in power cells and connecting it as you watch some of the cloaked individuals going up onto the dragon, and they're like unplugging pipes and injecting fuel liquids and other things like that into different sections. You can also see them grabbing different these like large power cell crystals, and they're like jamming it into a belly slot that little Prada tells you that seems to be a breath weapon fuel source area. And that from what you can tell looking at the design, it seems to shoot a like solar ray out of its mouth
Okay. Got it.
of like concentrated energy.
Okay. I'm gonna just sit there, still invisible, waiting for
Okay.
something to happen.
After a little while, another like 3 minutes, little Prada says, "I'm at 80% if you want me to turn on." I think I've got about 60% control of the dragon at this point.
Let's wait for as long as we can.
Okay.
Get as much control. And wait and see if... Could you prevent it from booting up, make them think that they made some mistake? Not charging properly.
Get this time.
Let me see what I can do. As soon as she says that, you see a bunch of power cells spark and explode. As the robot that's holding it and like just played the last one, he goes, "Uh-oh."
Not my fault.
And you hear, "Ah!" just like screaming from one of the guys in a cloak as he comes over to the robot and he goes, "You stupid machine, what have you done? You short-circuited it."
Stupid.
This figure is a little bit different from the previous one. It looks like he's got like 4 spider legs, like robotic spider legs, where each of his normal legs would be. So he's got like 8 spider legs, and he's got this like long disjointed right arm that's like segmented, and the left one's like shorter but has like a little like gun barrel sticking out. As he like reaches over and like hits the M6 droid out of the way, and he begins like working on the wiring and trying to see if he can like salvage it in any way or fix that issue. As Little Prada goes, "I didn't really short it, I just kind of overloaded the batteries. So the batteries are the issue, but I'm fine."
Perfect. Okay. Tell me when you have full control, and then we'll strike.
This guy is about 10 feet away from you, working on these batteries. And you can see there are a bunch of HK models running around outside of the dragon train to find you. And you can see the other guy, the first one that had noticed you, comes up and he seems to be out of breath as he goes, 001, I came this way. Man, I've really got to replace my lungs. Oh gosh. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate flesh so much.
Me for real with my
Oh gosh, why does it take so much energy to use my mechanical body? Lungs are the worst. Oh gosh.
Why does
This
this
continues
Did you
for
see
5 minutes.
001? Come by here. He was running towards the dragon. 001 is by. He's here in Southgate. So the prodigal son returns. As he like clacks his hands. This time I will finish my research on him and I will figure out exactly how he works.
While they're talking, I'm gonna climb out of the mouth and climb around to, like, ride on its neck.
Make a stealth check.
22.
Okay. There's some mechanical scraping, but you manage to like time it to when they're like talking and moving, so they don't really notice. You move around to the next spot where you can see an area that you think if you just slammed the
Well, I want to be like up on top of it.
Okay.
Like,
You get up onto the back of it. There's a slot here where you think that if you were to plug the soul mind in, it might work as a temporary power location.
okay.
As you hear him below, I still don't know how he got away from us 80 years ago.
Nice.
But with him, we can perfect our transformations. If we can figure out how it is that how he's uploaded a consciousness into a mechanical body, and if we can find a way to replicate or replace the soul mind technology that is used to power him.
I'm gonna ask Lou Prada, you ready?
She goes, one sec. You hear it, ding. Yep, I've got it. Watch this. And you see...
Before she does, I'm
Okay.
like, nope, me first. I pull out the palm pistol, aim at the guy, drop invisibly, like...
I didn't
start as human.
Have you plugged in the soul mind?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd
So you
so
plug in the soul mind.
plug the soul mind, throw out, and then...
As you hear small mechanical clicking, stuff moves up, grabs the soul mind, and like moves it into a like spinal column-ish position. Yeah. Go ahead and take your shot.
That would be a 15.
A 15. You hear him go. You hear him go. "Well, why is it powering up?" As it begins charging up, and then you hear cracks as you hit him in the side of the face. Go ahead and roll damage.
Palm pistol, is that a D8?
It is a D8.
Okay. 10.
10 points of damage as you hit the side of his face, and you can see you damage the like speaker box as it and it like is hanging there, and you can see his like the remnants in his mouth and jaw that are under it as he goes, what the? And then the dragon like powers up, and you see part of the ribcage start to move, and they quickly, one of them jumps out and the other one gets caught in the ribcage and crushed. The first one that I noticed you is it gets crushed, and she goes, ugh. Why can I feel it? As he hits the ground and rolls, the dragon stands up and begins to stretch out. And she goes, I have not been able to move in so long. You have no idea how weirdly cramped you can get as a ghost in a gym.
10.
Also, you'd be surprised at how sore you can get. And as she looks down at him and goes, hello. And you hear this echoing, hello, from like a speaker system. And he goes, what have you done? 001. And she goes, now I heard you talking about him as your prodigal son. And she like leans forward and puts her giant dragon eyes right in his face and goes, let it be known, I made him, he's mine. You are an absolute piece of filth. Simple garbage that I could have made when I was 1 year old. As a hatchling. You are nothing.
This guy's like been passed out for this whole like time she's talking, and he's. Sorry, continue.
Watch this. As she rears back, and you see some things alternating and changing pieces as she begins to rearrange the mechanics inside of herself, changing it out as these two large wings stretch up and go battering down. As they do, it knocks him off his feet as he falls on his ground and gets scrambling back. You can see like fear just registering all over his mechanical face as he's crawling back, and he goes, what are you? I am Lua Prata, the greatest artificial mind this world has ever seen. Oh, it's good to be back in a body. Thank you for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, she reaches out these dragon claws and like grabs his leg as he starts screaming, and like you see this like almost like welding torch come out and starting to like hit the hand as she like picks him up by the leg and just goes and slams him into the ground and then like throws him as he's skittering, and you just hear go, as she steps over, puts her claw up, looking at it at all the HK models, so she goes, and she crushes down into him as he screams in pain. She goes, now, How do we deactivate your pieces of garbage?
Mercy, we're not gonna have to do anything. Yeah!
And he starts
But we don't know that.
pacing
We're
in
getting rid
pain
of, like,
as she goes, never mind, I don't need you to tell me. As you see these little like metal prongs stick out and inject themselves into him, as he begins writhing and screaming in pain, as you see this like mechanical smile come across her face, and she goes, she looks at some of the HK models as some of them are like drawing their arm blades, as some of these other cloaked members have come up and like, what are you all waiting around for? Save him! And she looks at them all and goes, ding! Initiate protocol 51832-86 Q58D. As immediately all of the robots turn towards their members with cloaks and go, what are you doing? What are you doing? As they begin stabbing and dismembering them right there in front of you. And he goes, I can't believe the paranoid bastard had a whole code for kill all of the other members of the syndicate so I could have control. What a jerk!
I'm not surprised.
Severely accurate.
Anyway,
Greedy mortals.
they have a central power core that basically powers all of their interconnected minds.
I'm guessing under the city.
Yeah, down in their area. I unfortunately am too big in this farm to fit down there, but I am uploading a neural map to you now. As you see this small, like almost like an email prompt, like pop up in your brain, just like so you can like download this like neural map. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna stretch my wings a little bit and take out some trash here. As she grabs this guy who's still alive and is like hanging on her claw, as she flies up, like straight up towards the top, and just drops him from like 100 feet up. As he falls, you hear her voice echo out. Syndicate! I am Lua Prata! You have been found guilty of violating every karma imaginable when it comes to basic quality of workmanship. I have never been so ashamed to see someone calling themselves artificers. As she just goes off on this like long rant about how crappy their work quality is.
I'm at a loss for words.
You guys begin hearing this like loud echoing voice coming through like speakers all over the city. As Calvin, you begin hearing this and you see this like giant mechanical dragon flying up into the sky and drop this guy.
Oh, I thought we were underground.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Oh.
How is he not underground?
I thought.
So you were at the exit of this thing, which is like an entry level shaft on top of the city.
So I'm.
You're on like the base level at the exit of this like.
And so like behind me
maintenance
would
shaft.
be inside the mines or whatever, and then in front of me
It goes
is-
into a maintenance shaft that then would drop down further
And
for
so
breathing.
I thought I was in the mine when I did
No.
the leg thing.
No, you were at the entrance of this,
And you did the leg
often
thing,
part of the
yes,
city.
But you would have been moved forward, I guess.
I wouldn't have moved forward if I was in.
You weren't in the mine when they did that.
But okay.
You were at the exit of the. So basically, you were at the edge of this wall where there's this hole, this maintenance shaft that you came out of,
Okay.
and you were sitting on the side of it when it happened. So
I-
she's back in the shaft. You were sitting on the outside of it.
Oh, and then you heard me, but you didn't say. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just witnessing this all full unfold.
Mm-hmm.
I've already put away my bottle, my big jug of alcohol, but I just pull it out again. This is how,
You see, it's at this point that you see a couple of HK models move by. They look over at you, and their arm blades extend as they go. Syndicate member detected. What do you do? Marcella, you're like Peckinton, and you can see these three droids extend their arm blades, looking at him.
You're too big for me to even carry.
I'm aware.
I mean, you notice he is a robot like now.
I rolled these earlier, but in the order that I rolled.
By the way, you can walk perfectly fine now.
Well, yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah.
But out of panic, I reach into my bag of tricks and throw out, and an elk pops out right in front of me. I stand up, turn around, walk back into the hole.
Ten robots look at each other. Is there a protocol for this?
And I yell back to the elk, Waffles, deal with them.
As the elk like charges towards them, and they go, ah, and they like turn and start running as the elk chases them.
How much damage
And you hear, oh scrap, oh scrap, oh scrap, oh scrap.
Scrap. I think is the elk gonna attack, or are they just running from it?
They're running. You can go ahead and make an attack on the one that's in the back.
Oh, what do you mean?
So they're like running in a line away from it as it's chasing them.
Would it be a straight?
+6.
Oh, thank you. Got through this way faster than I thought. This?
We're not done yet.
I thought it was going to be more down.
No, we're not. We're done.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We're only.
So 12.
I know.
A 12. As you hit it up into the air, it goes flying as he's like, oh my gosh! And he clashes into the side of a building, like goes through the wall. As he hits, go ahead and roll damage.
2d6. While this happens, I'm just gonna run back to Marcella whilst taking off 10 damage. While taking off the hood.
And it like slides through the wall and you go, ow.
I take off the cloak and I throw it in the sun. Get this away from me!
What are you doing?
So did I see all of that what happened out there?
You
I like
didn't see all the details with what he did. You just saw the dragon fly up and drop a guy.
Deal.
And then you heard like the loudspeaker through the city. And this giant rant that's going on right now about how shoddy everyone's workmanship is and how they should be ashamed to call themselves dwarves and artificers and that they're horrendous metal workers and...
I'm really confused with what's happening right now. I thought I was cool with the robots, but now I'm really not cool with the robots. And there's a dragon outside, and he looks very pissed off. He dropped a guy from like 2 stories up.
So wait, the dragon's now turned on?
I think so. Well, don't say it like that. But the dragon is activated, I would say.
Did Cairo do it? Please tell me Cairo did it.
Full honesty, I don't know. But silver lining, and I hold up my leg.
So why are you throwing the cloak at me?
I'm moving the leg back and forth. Because the guy's trying to kill me with it on. I thought it was chill with him like that, but
You guys,
I go over and just light it on fire. Let's just not talk about this now.
you start hearing the sounds of battle from towards the center of the city as Lua Prada seems to be engaging in battle with a bunch of the HK droids that are there, that now having killed the immediate council members around her, or around that central area, are attacking the dragon.
Can I deter? Can I infer that the dragon's on our side, or no?
Make a quick perception check.
Full honesty, I don't really know. Oh, 15. I think it's just a 15. I'm gonna say I think I have a perception.
Aren't you riding it?
Yeah.
15.
You realize that you can see Cairo riding the dragon.
Yeah.
Or like, you realize, wait a second, Cairo was riding
I
it.
do remember seeing a robot on top of the thing, the dragon.
Was it Cairo?
Great question. What did he look like again?
That's fair. You just look like
Wait.
every-
As I'm about ready to reach for my dagger.
I sit there for a second.
Slowly reaching for the dagger.
Wait. I want to say it was Cairo. Does he have a cloak? Do you have a cloak?
I mean, more like a duster, but
It's like a little
like a
little cape, a cape if you will.
kind of like a leather trench coat, kind of.
Did he have a coat?
Yeah. The brain cells bouncing around in there.
I want to say it was Cairo. We can go check. It's right out there. I turn around and start walking.
Well, we need to find the others. They got arrested. No thanks to you.
Would I have seen the others as well?
Not from where you are now. You just know that they were dragged off into the city.
Well, we can go find them.
Jumping over to Johan and Yoshiko, you guys are currently manacled in a line along with about 15 other dwarves, or 15 dwarves. And you guys are now being pushed towards a wall to start mining at an iron vein that's there, and to start passing along and transporting back ore.
How far apart can the manacles get between each other?
And are
It's
there
about 4 feet.
Is it also one big chain?
It's one big chain, yes.
All right.
Can I spread my wings to push the two people that are next to me out of the way? Jailbreak! I shout as I cast. Shit, did it come? Was it shatter or is it? Oh no! Dang it!
Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
It is crack. I'm gonna cast crack
I'm gonna
on
cast
chains.
the crack cantrip. Okay, go ahead and
We have
roll
do we
damage.
have-
It is double damage because it is a physical object.
Okay.
Do we have weapons?
I have
Or,
to
like,
make
You
a
have
save.
pickaxes.
You have a pickaxe.
All right.
Pickaxe.
What does that do?
That's two.
Once you roll in
Like
that
a
one, you
D4.
end up like breaking your own.
It'd be a D4 improvised weapon.
It would be a D4.
D4 improvised weapon.
I'm just gonna roll this twice. That is 6.
Unless we
and
roll it as a war pick.
nine.
No, war picks are more.
It's a
uh,
dedicated weapon.
Yeah.
So yes, that is what it would be.
12. 12 points of damage on the
12.
chain.
Okay, 12 points of damage. You cast crack on it as you see several of the links crack around where your feet are, which would be enough for you to be able to rip your feet out of your manacles.
Where is the nearest watchtower?
About like 100 feet upwards a little bit from where you are. As you like break your manacles, you hear this weird like rant start through like all the speakers in this area.
Unimportant. Fight!
All right.
All right. Are you going to like? What do you do, Johan? She cracks and breaks her manacles.
I'm going with it at this point. There's no going back.
You're still shackled.
Well,
Yeah, you still have
Oh.
your feet are shackled, but you're no longer connected directly to her.
Okay.
You just have the guy to the left of you and the chains that are between your legs.
Oh, so they're not all cracked.
Yeah.
No, it's a 5-foot range, so I was only really able to break myself out.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to make everybody next to me take damage because it's like a loud, resounding noise.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear this like ear-splitting crack when it happened.
What can I do? Jeez.
Get a pickaxe. Start picking at it. Sorry, I'm not there.
That might be what I have to do at this point.
Do you have
Alright.
heat metal?
No. I have Searing Smite, but that may not matter at this point. Yeah,
Divine Smite the chains.
that might be what I
Do
have to do. Okay. Ooh. That would be plus strength. 16.
16. Okay. You strike at the chains as it ding. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and one is 2d8.
Yeah, so it's 1d. Oh, smite is 2d8. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So that's a.
Here's that.
And would that be plus my strength modifier?
Yes.
2? Okay, so that's a 8 and a 10.
Right, you strike the chains to the left of you and shatter them. As you're able to break that, you have like limited leg movement with the spot that's between your legs still attached, but you're at least free from everyone else around you.
Okay. What's the closest droid next to me?
There's one about 10 feet from you guys that's now moving towards you guys as it sees you crash. So there's one running towards both of you right now with an arm blade out and a shield.
Okay.
I'm going to.
As it goes, get back in line, scum!
Alright. So I can still cast a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna guiding bolt his face.
Yeah,
That's-
wreck him.
Can't take away my magic, man.
And what's that damage?
4d6
4d6.
at first level.
It's at 19 base.
Okay, that'll hit. Go and roll damage.
4d6. Plus my spellcast bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yoshiko, what are you doing as he's doing this? As he, you
5.
see as he
10,
cracks the other half of his leg and then turns and you see this robot running towards you guys.
I'm going to start breaking the other door's chains.
Okay,
It's an 18.
an 18. All right, as you're using crack on the other people's chains around you,
2 spell slots.
you get an 18 damage. Okay, you blast this and you hit him in the chest as it begins melting into the chest plate with this radiant damage hitting it from this beam of brilliant silvery white light. You stop as you can see that you've melted part of the chest plate away. As it moves forward towards you and is going to swing its arm blade at you. First swing is going to be 10 to hit,
Nope.
which will miss. Second swing is going to be 10 to hit as well, as you easily block out of the way and like using your gauntlets and stuff, you parry his sword away.
Again, why didn't I take
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Again?
As Yoshiko, you keep going boom, 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 person to person.
I'm just going down.
Ooh, that is a 16 to attack.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a...
And with your legs shackled, your movement is only 10 feet, but
10 feet.
just, just while your legs are shackled together.
He's 10 feet to within 10 feet.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
5 feet from you right now.
Okay, never mind. Just gonna do what I did before. Okay. Alright, it was another Divine Smite with the pickaxe. That is a 2, 5, 7, and 7 plus 6 is a
4,
14?
13.
13. 13 damage.
Okay, 13 points of damage.
Yes.
As you slam this pickaxe into like his neck area, and you rend down, and then kind of like crank it like a crowbar. As you put it into like the collarbone area, rip through some surface, and then like crank it out through the chest, and you like pull him down and wrench it out as he lies motionless there, dead.
Does he have... He only has his glaive that's like his arm.
Yeah, it's like the arm blade. It's a sword coming out of the arm.
So... If I could take it off, would that still count as like an improvised weapon?
You could use it as an improvised weapon, yeah.
Okay. Or would it count as like a short sword or something like
Just an improvised weapon.
that? Okay. Never mind. Alright. I'm going to... What are the other dwarves doing?
She is freeing the ones around you, cracking their legs.
Okay.
As you see them start charging towards robots too, and start hitting them with pickaxes as they like, start jumping on them and fighting back as well.
Great.
Are any of the people on the towers shooting at us yet?
There are people on the tower shooting towards you guys. Yes.
Have I freed everyone yet?
Everyone on your row, yes.
I'm gonna start freeing people too.
I'm gonna go deal with the towers. I can dash 60 feet and then Misty Step another 30.
Okay. I'd also probably say that she's probably cast crack on your chains
Cool.
as well on your feet, so you're probably up too.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start
Heading towards the tower.
freeing people too.
Okay.
As many as I
Towers are
can.
a little bit more of a problem.
Okay. You start flying up towards the tower as this warforged that's up there, this construct, takes aim at you with its heavy crossbow and fires. This is going to be a 24 to hit.
Wow! That's bad.
So it's -1 because I'm in the air
Does a 23 hit?
and I'm going to cast shield.
Technically a 19 actually.
So, oh, that would still be exact. I take this no matter what.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
I'm technically a 19. So don't have a shield. Oh, don't.
Nice. I was gonna say.
This is why we have divine retribution.
You're pretty good, man.
You're going to take 7 points of piercing damage as the bolt hits you in the thigh.
Dang.
Oh, only 7?
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
Heavy crossbows are 10.
That
Or
boss man
D10.
weighs
It's okay.
Yeah. A heavy crossbow is a
Femoral.
D10 damage.
Femoral
We're
artery.
chilling, kind of.
So you take a bolt
die.
to the thigh as you're charging towards this, and you can see him racking it back to reload. You are now within range of him. What would you like to do?
Okay.
You're
first
about
of all-
20 feet away from him.
You said 7?
Yeah, you take 7 points of damage.
Kill it.
Okay, so I am within 10 feet of him. Cool.
I've already used
Dang it.
3 of my level 1s.
I didn't realize you'd come back to me so fast.
Probably gonna
How close are the other towers to each other?
It's like 200 feet between each tower, and there's
I need to get
6 towers down here.
And how many HK models are on each tower?
One.
One.
One with a heavy crossbow.
I know.
What's the difference between a weapon attack and a ranged attack? Does the weapon just imply I have a weapon of any kind?
As long as
Yeah.
you just have to have the.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action so that I have Branding Smite ready. And then I'm just going to hit this man.
Okay.
I don't have anything else but my fists.
All right. You go ahead and roll to hit.
I can't see on that die, so that was a mistake. Eight.
Okay. An 8. That is going to miss as you punch at him, and he
That has to be
like
something.
sidesteps it, or manages to sidestep it, and he's going to try and hit you.
I have a second attack.
Yep, that's right. Go ahead.
Ah, there we go. 23.
That will hit.
And it's a d4.
Yep, D4.
I want to.
So you hit him with the pickaxe.
Great. Okay. Oh, wait. Does the pickaxe count as a,
Pickaxe is an improvised weapon.
as a weapon?
Yeah, you can use it as a D4.
Okay.
So it'd be D4 plus intelligence.
But that would count towards the branding smite,
Yes.
D4 plus intelligence.
which means again I
That
have
would
to
be what she adds to her damage, because as a Suit Slayer, she adds intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Nice. 3, 6, 7,
Strength.
plus the 4,
Which is good because I
12. No, 11.
Okay.
11 points of damage, and then the next time I hit it, I get to do more damage. Okay, that's it.
All
I
right.
smack him.
11 points of damage as you hit him with a burning pickaxe. As you guys are fighting back against these robots, we're going to jump back up to what Cairo's doing on Lua Prata as she is like cleaving her way through swaths of robots, just swinging your tail back and forth, her wings, and you also see she opens her mouth as you hear this kind of like whirring sound as she blasts out this beam of radiant light, carving through robots in front of her. This is effectively what she looks like. Right now.
Ooh, shut the camera.
It's just pretty much like the Chardolin dragon.
Nice.
Big draconic constructs. She blasts her radiant breath weapon through the group.
Find your best friend, Puppy.
I'm gonna say to Lua Prata, we need to find the rest of the Oath Keepers. Specifically Calvin. Who knows
You
where-
see an elk run by chasing a group of
I look and see him like, well, he's nearby.
Sorry.
No, here he is. I need my weapons and we should get back together with Oath Keepers.
Got it. She flies up into the air, buffering down and knocking a bunch of robots down as she takes off up to the air and begins flying. Because this thing's shoddily constructed. I don't know how much longer this body's going to hold out for. But I should be able to make it work. At the rate we're going, I have around an hour and a half before this thing falls apart.
We'll make that work.
If you can flying up around, make a perception check for me, see if you can spot him. Or anyone else.
6.
Okay. You guys see this dragon fly up, and you can see that Cairo's on the back of it.
You're lucky.
Damn. You know me.
So that means we should probably go find the rest of our crew, because they were the ones arrested. Since he took care of the dragon. And you have their weapons.
We're doing fine.
Right, we should go give these back to people. That probably would be the best. Where to? I don't know. You fly up. Go see where they go. I don't know where they are. Just funny.
You know, fly up, just like wave your hands. All right, you are able to see Marcella fly up and waving her arms like a landing strip, kind of a thing. As Lopretta's like, I see it, flies over and like crushes a building, and she like lands there and goes, I'm sorry,
Oh my gosh.
I haven't had a
surprisingly
physical
visible when
body
you walk in.
in like over 1,000 years. So, oh gosh.
Did you say she's surprisingly visible when she wants to?
Surprisingly, for a 4-foot fairy.
Hey, you got bright wings, so you're just like.
So I don't know how I can be the most stealthy with my wings.
Because the cloak.
Flash. Flash.
Step away.
You can when you want to be.
Choose to not be seen.
She's got these like little black cloth covers that she slides on her wings.
I mean, Cloak of Elvenkind kind of works like
Yeah.
active camouflage. And it's
Alright.
magic, so who knows
You
how it
guys
works.
hook up.
Yeah.
I've
Calvin, I want my guns back.
Right up, my man. I reach in and pull out Badger. Oh, wrong bag. I reach in and, well, I say,
All my stuff back.
yeah, I'd hand up the bag to you or something. You can pull out what you want.
Great. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine.
Demon sword. There we go.
I grab it. Flip it. No.
I could take it. I could just take it right now.
Do you guys know where?
We were hoping
Johan
you
or-
would know that since you went with them.
You know that the robot told you that it was going to take them to the mines.
Yeah.
Where's the mines?
Yeah,
The mines.
where would the mines be?
You don't know where that is.
This way, as I point the way to where the mines were 80 years
I-
ago, if they're still there.
I
they
also,
would be.
I would, well, okay. I was gonna say I have a badger that's a keen sense of smell. Oh, yeah, we have a dragon, so that's probably
Alright,
better.
you
definitely
guys-
will pick out your smell
You guys
most.
quickly are able to navigate your way over to where it descends down towards this massive, like, open mining pit at the top where everyone's been kind of gathered to. As you guys are flying over it, you can see that it's chaos down there. As you watch as Yoshiko, like, rips a pickaxe through the top of a guy on Watchtower and, like, throws him off. You can see that Johan's down there divine smiting through robots with his pickaxe as these, like, dwarves are rebelling against robots and fighting them off.
They don't need us.
I'm gonna.
Some of them are dying.
I would.
Robots are dying.
Make things
Are we
easy.
super high above them?
You guys are
I would
like
assume Lulu would have picked you guys
60, 70 feet above.
up. Or 60. Well, let's join in.
As you kind of
I was
have
gonna say,
this
do I jump
large
off right
mechanical
here?
roar, you see how the robots go. Like, look up
We
for a
are.
house.
Oh,
As all these dwarves go, oh gosh! And the dwarves are freaking out.
No, we're gonna be with you guys. Do not worry a thing.
I'm not even
I
questioning.
got
Calvin? Where the fish did you get a dragon? Oh,
I
there's
can go over the
Kyra.
edge.
Yeah, I push him up.
Yeah, there we go. Can
Calvin!
you eat these
Oh,
things?
oh, I got you. I just hold up. I drop the bag of holding towards you guys. Oh shoot! I left my stuff in there.
You call it a badger? It's the wrong bag.
Have you seen the video where it's the farmer in his farmland and it's the subway strike nuts out? No. They're flying and loads flying. They throw out the lunch and the guy is like, oh, got it. Hits him and just
Somebody sounds like takes them out.
yeah.
Sorry, wrong bag, and I throw it in.
A lot of badger.
The badger was already out.
And it starts to, like,
Technically,
step
yeah.
out.
Now there's two badgers because that would be your badger,
Right.
or
You guys are.
We're not gonna worry.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. There's a one badger.
You have your stuff drop down to you, and you're able to grab your bloodbane sword out of the bag.
And I got my shield too. Rawr! I'm gonna start killing people.
All right.
got the
Are
band
any of these
together.
cultists alive still?
Alright, I'm
Or they
assuming
all-
you're gonna fly down and grab your gear as well. Okay, you fly down and grab your gear. As you guys are circling overhead, we're gonna go ahead and move into the initiative here. As we have you guys with a mechanical dragon versus.
Do we want to take a break first?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a break first before we get started. But we have about. Let's see.
We got this.
How many robots in this area?
Oh, mercy. Okay.
We're cutting a break.
Yeah, we're going to break now.
Yeah, go on a break. We'll figure this
We'll
out.
be back
during
We'll
break.
go on break.
We'll go
be
on
back.
break.
Bye.